Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing nice and good. It's been so long. I feel like I haven't seen you in, well, I mean, what, like half an hour? Uh-oh. Audio's kind of funny.
How about now? A little bit better? A little bit better? Was I do it? Yeah. Whoops. See, this is the problem. Whenever you make a new setup, it uses the default mic. I don't know what the default mic is on my computer, but there we go. A little less webcam mic. Perfect. The mic is a little bit further away from me than it typically is. So maybe it might sound a little bit different, but that's because we got something different here. I also forgot apparently to add this. I thought I changed that. Weird. We got something here. It feels like an ASMR setup. Just look at this shit. Bing bang boom. Ooh, look at that. Look at this swanky biz. We're gonna be able to do some actual cards that we can we're gonna actually build some decks and whatnot. You can see my hands. Look at this. You can place any number of cards here. You can see, oh, what's this? Are these silver border cards? Oh, they sure are. But we're gonna get to those in a little bit. Because what we're doing today is we're gonna be doing something a little different. I've never done this on stream before, but we're gonna actually build some of the decks for Friday. Because on Friday, over on the Loading Ready Run channel, we're gonna be playing just Gruul Commander decks. Because, you know, red and green in flavor with the season. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. We are Santa's elves. So yeah, I thought, you know, I love for anybody who's only able to tune in for the evening streams, because they all happen to just be experiments. They're all just I should try something different. And then I'm like, all right, I'll do it during an evening stream. So it's anybody who tunes in for these has such a just these streams has such a wacky idea of what I do. But yeah, movie night was fun too. God, man, movie night. That was forever away. Oh man. We got some subs coming on in here. I'm gonna actually bring the mic a little bit closer while we're doing these. Let's see here. Lady Atarka, thank you so much for 23 months. Saying almost 23 years. Wow, here's to many more. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm gonna break Lady Atarka's heart tonight when I say we're not making Atarka. I hope she knows that I love her very deeply, but we're going in a different direction. Gas City Gaming with a year. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime saying a year with the best person I know that streams. Oh, that's so kind of you. You don't have to say that, you know. Between you and me, I know I'm not the best streamer. Along with the best community, I'm proud for the subiversary. Thank you, Ben, and all. Best of luck to you in the future. Thank you so much, Gas City Gaming. I really appreciate that. Disparzia with 3 months saying, I'm so glad I found your stream. Keep making wholesome and fun content. I'm going to try and hit this again. Disparzia? I think I hit that a little bit better. Thank you so much and welcome back. We love having you here. Tasty Little Snack with 18 months. Welcome back, friend. Monkey Ram with 18 months as well, saying sweet setup, Ben. Benjin hype. Thank you, friend. Thank you. And Brooklyn with 2 months. It's good to see you, friend. We're really glad to have you here. Maybe you aren't the best streamer, but you're the best person. Ooh, all right. I'll take that. I'll take that one. How do you display your playmats? Well, I mean, here's a bunch that I got going on right here, and they're just thumbtacks in the wall. Come on, I'm a mono red player. What do you? We should be surprised that I don't have I didn't nail them. Yeah, no, it's just a couple of things, and then there's a bunch that are just down there that are in a hole. But yeah, we're just gonna listen to some lo-fi beats. And brew a couple of these decks. And basically, what I think we can do, and what I'd love from you all, is I think suggestions are a great idea, but I might not have every card. And there are certainly going to be ones, especially like unset and holiday cards, that we might end up having to proxy. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm going to write them down on a little list, and then shoot out the message to the friends, and then that way that we can figure out if we actually own them and stuff. And then yeah, we're just gonna hang, make some magic, talk about whatever. I think this is kind of a perfect stream to do AMAs too. How much overlap will there be, especially in terms of green ramp? I think there are definitely some auto includes, but what I think we're gonna do is like, so I'm a person that has a singleton collection for most of what I do. So we're gonna have to like make kind of like adjustments based on power, right? So it's like, you know, if one deck gets a Sylvan Library, then another deck gets like the Worldly Tutor, you know, stuff, kind of that sort of vibe. Do you have your set of Moxen lying around? Fortunately, not legal in Commander. So who are the prospective commanders? Well, let's talk about this. So here are the 4 that I thought would work the best, because they're all very different in the ways that I want to build them. So we've got Mina and Den Wildboard, which I thought would be like a fun lands deck. Oh, we should put MTG bot in here. Oh, that'd be such a good, yeah, that'll be good for today. Let's do that right now. We gave MTG bot the hammer because it was being supremely annoying with some of the other stuff we did, but here, hold on. It should still be like somewhere in the dregs of our channel. Oh wait, did we ban them? Let's try that. Yep, we definitely had them banned. Let's see. There it is. We couldn't figure out how to get rid of it, so we banned the bot. The bot got the better of us. Awesome. Thank you very much, Tex. So, all right. So Mina and Den, what I think would be fun with them is they're a lands deck, but what I want to do is like maybe a fighty lands deck. You know, things like Sylvan Awakening and stuff like that. A lot of it is like bringing the creatures to life. But you know, various lands matters kind of things. We'll probably throw like Titania and stuff on in there. Yeah, Living Twister I think would be great in there. So that's sort of the vibe that we're going through there. So that's one kind of thing sort of settled out there. We've got Rasheen Meanderer. I thought this would be a fun card, and originally what I was thinking was like Hydra Tribal, but what I think we're gonna do is actually take it one step farther and just do X spells Tribal, because there's a lot of X kind of creatures and X spells that even if you're not putting X into the mana cost, there are like do X where X is equal to like thing. So yeah, I think that'll sort of be the kind of way. Fireball Tribal, yeah, Volcanic Geyser, those kinds of things. So yeah, that's kind of the idea I have for that one. Hey Amy, how are you? It's so good to see you. Look at all these lovely folks in chat. Hello everyone. So good to see ya. We've got Grumgully. And Grumgully, I think what I want to try and do is do Grumgully like aristocrats. Now, it's a little hard not to do aristocrats in these colors, but I think there's something that we can do, and we're gonna try and grab a couple of persist creatures, and you know, maybe persist and altar of dementia or something like that, and bing bang boom, we're off to the races. So I think that'll be kind of fun, and it's kind of like a different sort of vibe. And then finally, Old Buzzbark. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Old Buzzbark, I don't blame you. It's an unset card, but we're going to be using silver border cards. And the idea, so Old Buzzbark he's a 3/3 for X green red. red-green. And when Old Buzzbark enters the battlefield, you roll X six-sided dice onto the battlefield from a height of at least X inches, and for each dice, you put a number of 1/1 counters equal to the result on each creature you control that the dice is touching, and for each die that is touching an enemy creature, it deals that much damage. And so what I want to do with Old Buzzbark is do Chaos Dice Rolling Tribal. Because I've got a couple of cards that involve dexterity. Specifically, one that I thought I really wanted to show off that I thought some people might enjoy. That is indeed a falling star. And we're gonna have some fun. Yeah. This is gonna be, if you're not familiar with Falling Star, here it is. You flip Falling Star onto the playing area from a height of at least 1 foot, and it deals 3 damage to each creature it lands on, and you tap all creatures dealt damage by Falling Star. And if it doesn't turn completely over at least once during the flip, it has no effect. So you have to actually give it a little bit of a yeet. Are uncards allowed in Paper Fight? We are doing that for this one. Yeah, we are going absolutely ham sandwich with these. Silver cards, okay, and test cards are also okay. Oh my goodness, Magic Mike's. Hello everyone coming on over from Magic Mike's channel. How are you? How is the stream? What kind of stuff did y'all get into talking to this time? Welcome, Raiders. This is, welcome to a chill evening stream where we're building some EDH decks tonight. Hello. I hope you all had a great stream. I'm curious what you all were talking about. Friends, if you're not following the Magic Mikes, I don't know what you're doing. I can't believe you'd follow me and not them. They are fantabulous. If you want to hear some like peak knowledge, especially from, especially Aaron's got that dredge insight, please go give them a follow. They are absolutely terrific. And welcome everybody. I'm Bengineering. I work with a group called Loading Ready Run doing magic content and stuff. This is my home stream channel. And yeah, we're just sort of goofing around. Yeah, we're building 4 red-green EDH decks for Friday. Anything is allowed, and I was just saying test cards included, which means we can in fact use the test Tybalt in one of these, which if you're not familiar, this Tybalt it's a 4 mana, it's a foil loyalty planeswalker for 3. You can +1 it to cast a copy of one of the following cards chosen at random, which is either Ignorant Bliss, Crack the Earth, or Blazing Volley. -3, cast a copy of one of the following cards chosen at random, Seething Song, Dance with the Devils, or Flame Break. And -6, cast a copy of the following cards chosen at random, Hellion Eruption, Insurrection, and Warp World. So this is gonna be very, very goofy. And I like the idea of whatever card we're using. I might make it the bigger one. But I'm going to first, I think, pull out cards that are going to be good, and then we can kind of see from what I've got would make sort of the best cards for each decks, and then we can pick one of them and kind of go from there and see what we're doing. Is this card flicking ASMR? Oh, might be a little bit. Yes, Seasons Beatings, and holiday cards are also okay. I don't have any of them, but some of the lure folks do. So we'll kind of see what we can do with regards to those. So what I'm gonna do is go through my collection and just pull out first. We're gonna go through the my multicolor cards and pull out all of the Gruul multicolor cards and see what we got essentially. A bunch of stuff's coming on in here. Let me say hello and thank you. Jan Lance, thank you so much for 5 months, friend. Saying thank you for always being such an amazing force of positivity in my life. Thank you for all you do for this channel, Jan Lance. Can we get some hearts going on for our mods? They are terrific. Are you striving to avoid duplicates in the decks? Nah. I mean, I think each deck needs like a Cultivate or like a Kodama's Reach. Need to build a CDH in the next 10. Thinking about Turbo Narset as most used to playing. What are your thoughts? Zergo, I am the wrong person to talk about CDH to. Mainly only just because I have no idea. I hear White's really good if you want to run Hate Bear stuff, but CDH is so far away from what I do. I just do goofy. But, oh, Lonely Tex knows what's up. Yeah, he does a lot of CDH. Give him a shout, and he'll help you. DeFay was 6 months saying, yo, it's been a while. My schedule changed, so it's hard to see you live, but hope you're doing well. Well, DeFay, hopefully these streams work a little bit better for you. That's kind of why I wanted to add them to my schedule. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you to the Magic Mics for that raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thunder Voice 1 with 8 months saying, whoa! Thank you very much. Welcome back. So I can catch up with 300 bits saying it's 6 a.m. here and Ben's making decks. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, that seems like a nice chill way to wake up. And Dev's fan with 300 bits saying for one of the okayest people on Twitch, thanks for what you do. Yo, Dev's fan, that's what I want. That's the highest praise you can give me. I just want to be the okayest at everything. All right, so I've gone through my, just to kind of see how this was going to look, I've gone through my rare and my mythic Gruul creatures. So they're here. I'm going to pull out all my uncommon gold cards, and we're just going to go through those and grab all those. Unbound Flourishing for the X card deck? Yes, I've definitely got that. And I also mentioned this will be a little bit of not an ASMR stream, an AMA stream. Although I might have some little, if you're like this. I don't know if that rustled anyone's jimmies. But if you have a question you want to ask me, feel free to @Bengineering. That's the best way so I can see it, and then I can try and answer your question. All right, so let's kind of just pop on through here. Ben, how did you get so awesome? I got it from my mama. Who are the commanders? So just up here, you can see them up at the tippity top. We've got Mina and Den Wildborn, Rasheen Meanderer, Grumgully, and Old Buzzbark. Those are the 4 we're looking at. Ben, what made you choose Gruul for today? It was something that we talked about. We don't need another Grumgully. At our meeting, which we do. We basically we talk about what we're gonna do for the entire month, and we just like make plans on who's gonna do what, and we all talked and joked about doing for a Christmas commander stream doing green red, and they were like, there's no way anybody would want to do that. And then I just like looked around and I was like, I want to do that. So I maybe bit off a little bit more than I could chew, but I think this is going to be a fun little thing. I think we're going to goof around and have some fun. Ben, what is your favorite tribe? My favorite tribe, I'm a goblins man. I really do enjoy goblins, mainly because I think they're multi-dimensional with the way that you can play them. They don't have to just be a go wide, kill you strategy. Wart is really great for doing spells and stuff. I think it's great. Angel, thank you so much for that raid coming on in here. Thank you very, very much. How was your day? What's up, raiders? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a great stream. What were you all up to? It's so good to see you. Look at those hearts. Looking real good. Looking real good. Speaking of looking real good, friends, if you're not following Angel, please go do so. She is such a terrific, terrific streamer and human being. You're doing yourself an incredible disservice if you aren't following her. This is interesting. Robo-Belt Riders gets X plus X plus O, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I think this works with Roshin. We'll see. We're just grabbing every Gruul card right now, regardless if it works or not. Bloodbraid Elf would be wonderful. Oh yeah. Goblins have great combo potential. So the interesting thing about goblins too is like, objectively goblins kind of suck, but together they're dope as hell, right? There are a few goblins that are just like, I'll run you on my own. I mean, like, there's definitely a couple. I mean, Chain Whirler and stuff like that. But it's, there's There's a lot of tribes I think that just sort of stand on their own. Goblins, not really them. Ooh, Ram Gang. I don't know if these homies make it, but we're grabbing them. Yeah, Kiki Jiki for sure. There's certainly individually cool ones. All right. I saw a Tog. Oh, baby. Yeah, just look at Krenko. Yeah, there's certainly ones. All right, so those are all the uncommon creatures. Ramgang and Gully, though? Yeah. I mean, the idea that I want to do with Grumgully is to try and do some sort of aristocrats thing, but we'll see what we can do. Ben, what's the card that you own that means the most to you? That's a tough one. I want to say... so actually, here's a fun story. I don't know if it's the one that means most to me, but I do really, really like it. And it has some really good feels with it. So I own a... what's the word? What were they called? Invocation. I own an Invocation Lotus God. Or Locust God. Lotus God. Lotus God sounds dope. I don't know what it is, but I want it. And... this is a non-bow, I think, with any deck I'm going to put it in. Morsel Hoarder. And basically what happened was I brought Locust God EDH to, I want to say it was my first GP Vegas. And I was really, really happy with it. And then suddenly it went missing. I couldn't find, like the deck was fine, but I couldn't find the Locust God. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, where is it? Where is it? And who should show up? But Vezon from chat, and Vezon goes, here, you can have this. And he hands me an Invocation Locust God. And I was like, what? And he's just like, well, you lost your dude. Here, you need, so you can play with it. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, just keep it. And I got, and I was sort of flabbergasted. And so, funny enough, later, I found my original Locust God. It was like in like the back, like hidden. I have this like deck box that has like a little slat in the back, and it was hidden, tucked in there. And I found it, and I was like, "Oh, hey, dude, I found it. Here, you can have yours back." And he's like, "No. Like, it's fine. You keep it." And I was like, "Okay. Tell you what, I will keep this card, but only if." When I keep, here's the Locust God right here, the one that was given to me, but only if this Locust God, if I'm hanging on to it, if you sign it. And so this is Vezon's signature, and it's in my collection now. And I wouldn't trade this card for the world. It was my first ever Magic Fest, and yeah, it had a very, very sweet, tender end, I think. Welcome to Feels the Clock over here. Yeah, very sweet, isn't it? Very cute. I think that's hopefully that answers the question okay. Alright, we're almost through these creatures here. This is the last little batch of my gold creatures. I don't think half of these are gonna make it in. And I feel so bad. Nicole just sorted all these and now I'm tearing it apart. Ooh, Scuzzback Marauders. This is definitely going into Grumgully. You wanna get those persist creatures. Wild Cantor? Sure. That's a card. Zertod Druid? Hell yeah. That's definitely going in somewhere. Alright, there we go. That's all the creatures. Okay. Hey. Okay, so those are all the creatures there. I wish I had good stories like that. I mean, that's my only story, though, you know? Engineering, which of these commanders would be in Fang House? Mina and Den Wildborn. Like, hands down. They look like the kids that are getting into trouble, but they're doing it for the good. I think that'd be their whole kind of thing. Hi, not Mad Lestrange. Welcome. Angel 28 months, by the way, saying, oh, hi, Ben. I also have a button. Hey, friend. I hope you're doing well. An Armstrong with 19 months. Good to see you, friend. Welcome on back. Why are these not in Wooburg order? like my gold cards, I just put them all in a pile. So somebody's gonna get Xenagos. I think Mina and Den are definitely getting Ren and 6. I don't think there's any other gold planeswalkers that... Oh, wait, no. There's Arlen Cord. I should have Domri. No, I don't. I guess I don't own a Domri. I'm gonna need a Domri, I think. Well, I think between them, I think Xenagos goes in Grumgully, and I think Ren and 6 is gonna go in Roshin. I don't think Arlen Cord really goes in anybody. I think this could straight up go back. I feel like Hatchery Spider is probably a really good pick for Grumgully. We got it. We got it. When you had a Goblin EDH, did you have a funny name for your deck? Like Krenko, like for Krenko Mogboss? I've never made Krenko because it was a little bit too much. It felt a little bit too harsh and competitive for me. But I did have a Wart deck, and it was quite fun. I didn't really have a special name for it. I was just really happy to have a deck that worked well with Harvest Season. I always assumed you guys just shared your card collection for EDH games. No, any ones that you see that are me, or that have been made by me, are literally just all out of my collection. Frankly, I should be charging, or I buy a lot of cards for these kind of things, and it's fine. I just buy stuff that I want for my collection, but it's all for your entertainment. So now we're just going through enchantments. I don't have a lot. My collection is not nearly as vast as I think some people would think. I apparently just have 3 improbable alliances. A foil one. Ooh, Fires of Yavimaya. Creatures you control have haste. Ugh, I don't know where that one's going. We're gonna put that in the pile though. Somebody's getting a Fires of Yavimaya, and somebody's getting a Rhythm of the Wild. Actually, Rhythm of the Wild seems like it'd be really good in Grumgully. Oh, we've got 2. So you can put it in 2 decks. Maybe, I feel like actually Hasty Hydra seems pretty good. You've definitely borrowed cards before. Yes, sorry, I should stress. It's not to say that like everything is mine. I borrow cards for sure. But if I'm building decks, the bulk of them are stuff from my collection. Buzzbark needs some love? Oh, trust me, he's gonna get it. Don't you worry. The chaos cards will be immense. Alright, so we're on rare enchantments now. One of my favorite cards, gotta have it in foil. Fevered Visions, baby. Geists, Dovescape, Oath. I don't think there's much else in here. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of these are not Gruul. I know, right? I mean, a big portion of my red cards too are in other decks. Does Arlen fit with Buzzbark because of the flip theme? Oh, Xenagos? The Satyr? I think that's a great idea. Love it. Love it. That's a great idea. Arlen is in. Possibility Storm for Buzzy Boy? Ooh, I think I've got Possibility Storm. So I've got 2 Hull Breaches. Gruul EDH staple, baby. I don't know who's going to get these. These are definitely powerful cards, so we're going to put these off to the side. Alright, uncommon sorceries. We've got, what is Fossil Find? Return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand, then reorder the graveyard as you choose. That is going into Buzzbark. It's all about random bullshit. We've got a Sultan Battery. I mean, maybe. I don't know where that's going, though. But why? Oh, because we got it. Domri's Ambush, sure. We got 2 Ground Assaults. Ooh, 2 Savage Twisters. I think these are the decks that are most likely to be able to... Obviously one's going into Roshin. We'll give it the foil. But, Wreak Havoc? Sure, we'll throw that there. Destroy target artifact or land? Why not? I don't know actually where that's going. We'll put that over there. Feel like Collision Colossus might be good? Yeah. Again, a lot of this is going to be like... see what I have And I mean, if one of the suggestions makes it, I think what we should probably do is like reserve like a lot of these like the suggestions and stuff. Oh, clan defiance, baby. For like after we've kind of gone through everything, and then we can just sort of add it to a list of cards that we need to like make happen for this. Buzzbark's gonna end up like Graham's Game Nights, a Eula deck, complete goof but ultimate champion. I think so. When's this game gonna be played? On Friday. Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. I think we gotta throw like Revel of the Fallen God in Grumgully. That seems too good. Get 4 3/3s with haste. Yeah, that's pretty good. About to sleep, engineering. Have a good night and enjoy deck building. All right, Sean the man, sleep well, buddy. So Ben, for headcanon, Rasheen is Santa, Mina and Den and Grumgully are the elves, and old Buzzbark is Rudolph. I like that. What basics do you plan on using? I've got a fair number of snow basics, so I'll try my best. But we'll see. Ooh, artifact mutation? I don't know how many artifacts are going to end up in here. But, create X Saprolings. Well, it has X literally in it. So it's got to go in Rasheen, right? What else we got here? Counterflux, Abrupt Decay. Ooh, Atarka's Command. Don't know where that's going, but obviously it's getting in. It does have land matters, but it also has go wide matters. All right, Lady Atarka. Ooh, there we go. We've got Thrash and Threat. And I think that's it, team. Yep. All right, so that's all the gold cards. Was there a Gruul Eldrazi? I don't remember. From right to left, R green land, R green big X. Yeah, red green 1/1 counter tribal and RG chaos. Yes. Although Grumgully, what I want to do is try and get a aristocracy style thing with Grumgull. That's sort of my idea. Ben, the new Theros lands, yes or no? Personally, love the look. I'm super into them. I think it's great. I'm not of the opinion that lands need to be lands. Frankly, lands are my least favorite part of Magic. But I think they're sweet. I think they're super, super cool. Glad to see your cards are as organized as mine, Ben. Is that for realsies? Okay, so I've got a couple of piles here, but why don't let's go through these gold cards and see which ones will work. Do you want a scramble verse? I might. Okay, Thrash and Threat. This is some fighty times, and you make a beast. It's like a good card. I don't know if we really need it. Atarka's Command. Lady Atarka, I'll let you decide where this one goes. Clan Defiance, we've already got that in the X one. I'm honestly a little disappointed they didn't go further with the Constellation showcases. Yeah, I think so. Ooh, Reap the Past. Yeah. That's the one that lets you grab a bunch of random cards out, right? It's not a bad idea. Reap is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm sure I can get that. Actually, hey, is anybody gonna be here for most of it and wouldn't mind making like a little like sheet? Because my keyboard's underneath here. You got it? Okay, thanks, Jan Lance. So we'll say, yeah, Reap the Past for Roshin would be great. All right, so Atarka's Command, I think, so it puts an extra land in. Also gives creatures +1/+1 in reach. You want to put it in Mina? Cool. I think that's correct too. Getting you to drop an extra land, I think would be great. Escape to the Wilds, that lets you play an extra land as well as do some stuff. Let's put that in there. Domri's Ambush is a +1/+1 counter kind of thing, which might be kind of neat. I think we should definitely put these Fires of Yavimaya in. Do you have other silver borders for Buzzbark? Yes, we do. Right now, we're just looking at gold cards, but we will get to green cards and monocolor cards like Avenger of Zendikar for sure. Yeah. All right, so Fires of Yavimaya. I mean, okay, so this one's got Rhythm. And what one's the other one that has Rhythm? Rhythm. Okay, so these two. So we'll give Fires to Rasheen. Rasheen's already got Rhythm. So let's give Fires to Mina. Making the land creatures bigger, I think, would be great. Zerta Druid, definitely think that needs to go in Rasheen because it's going to want to go big and tall, I think. Wild Cantor, I think I'm going to put it into Grumgully. If we do Aristocrat Shenanigans, I think this is actually a great card for it. Scuzzback Marauders is absolutely going in here because Scuzzback Marauders goes infinite with Grumgully if you've got a sack outlet. Rocksprout, unexciting. What is Burning Tree Bloodscale? Bloodthirst 1. Target creature can't block, target creature blocks it. I think these Bloodthirst cards are kind of unexciting. Deck's got Rhythm. It's super exciting. Or it's super groovy. Alright, Morsel Hoarder comes into play with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. You can remove -1/-1 counters to add mana of any color to your pool. This kind of seems mediocre, hey? I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. Scuzzback Scrapper deals Wither. The Ram Gang could be fun. 4/4 Hasty Friend. Rude Awakening for Mina. Oh yeah, we'll get to the monocolored cards, like I said. Although Gruul Guildmage sacking lands, it's kind of interesting. I'll put that there for now. Grove Rumbler, Trample. Whenever a land enters the battlefield in your control, gives +2/+2. Yeah. I mean, this will probably end up having like an elemental sub-theme. Rubble Belt Riders, I think that's going to go in the X-Tribal. Hammer Wolves, meh. Dragon Disciple, meh. I think a lot of these are meh. Scar Guildmage does make target land an elemental creature. So I think that goes in there. Meh. What do we think about Burning Tree Emissary in Grumgully? Giving it like Persist? And then making like a bajillion mana? Because we've got the Cauldron or whatever, the thing that gives creatures Persist. I think that could be kind of fun. All right. Who's getting Bloodbraid Elf? Grumgully messes with Persist, doesn't it? Oh, it sure does. You think Burning Tree works better for Buzzy Boy? Why, if you don't mind me asking? How many do you have? Just the one. A lot of these are one-ofs. Pity we don't have access to Redcap or Finks? Yeah. Blood Elf is chaotic, but yeah. Can you imagine Bloodbraid Elf like cascading into Falling Star? Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think that's a great idea. Okay, we've got Zendikar Incarnate. Power equal to the number of lands we control. This card's pretty mediocre. Probably not it. We'll see if we end up running it. Boartusk Liege. Yeah. I think it could probably go into Grumgully. We'll see. There's probably a sub-theme there. I think Rebel Hulk probably makes it into Mina and Den. Oh, Burning Tree is human. That is such... Yes. Good catch. Yeah, let's put Burning Tree in Buzzbark then. Just pop off there. That's a great idea. Polis Crusher. Man, I forgot about this card. I don't think it really does much here, though. A lot of these cards I think are pretty mediocre. Yeah, Scuzzback. We've got Scuzzback up in here. Dragon Lair Spider. Whenever opponent casts a spell, that's going to be definitely a Grumgully card. Apocalypse Hydra, obviously. Rasheen. Ooh, Living Twister in there. What do we think about Zerta Ancient? The symmetrical, everybody gets double. I used to think this card was the dopest thing in the world when I first started playing Magic. I think it's pretty meh. Could be sweet in Roshin. We'll put it in Roshin, and if it gets cut, it gets cut. Rumbling Slum at the beginning of your upkeep deals 1 damage to each player. Meh. Huntmaster of the Fells does make. It's a human. It flips. I mean, flip tribal. We still going with that? Huntmaster and old Buzzbark. Ancient kind of fits in the chaos theme of Buzzbark a little bit. I think so. Dragon Brood Mother is going to go into Grumgully, I think. And Ravager Worm. I don't really like it in any of these decks. Again, obviously a good card. Not really doing the theme. We're all about themes here. I think that's kind of it for these. That's a pretty good little start. If that goes anywhere, it goes with Arlen. Yeah, for sure. All right, I got another pile here. There's Rada. I don't want to throw all these werewolves into Buzzbark, because that's kind of like the opposite of what I want to do. All right. Atarka doesn't fit with any of these, but I feel like if we don't, then it does not fit. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Rada could be interesting with Grumgully, though. Just popping off. We have a Dragon Broodmother. Maybe. I don't own a Dragon Lord Atarka. Maybe Rada goes in there. Now we could throw Omnath in the Mina and Den deck if we want to. I think it's gotta. It's too good. Now we get to some of the fun shit. Rocket-powered Turbo Slug. It's got super haste. This may attack the turn before you play it. You may put this card into play from your hand, tapped and attacking, during your declare's attacker step. If you do, you lose the game at the end of your next turn unless you pay that mana cost. Isn't Rada a half-elf lore-wise? Yeah, but, I mean, they just threw elf right up in there. It's basically a pact, yeah. I mean, it's a cool card. But we'll see. I'm going to put that one off to the side. Mon's Goblin Waiters, though. Sacrifice a creature or land, add half a red mana. That's going in, I think, the sacrifice deck. Do you have a Goblin game for Buzzbark? Sure do. Rurukthar. I don't like Rurukthar. He's going to kind of prevent people from playing. All right, chat. Who's getting the countdown is at 1. Now remember, I don't want all of the silver cards in old Buzzbark. Roshin. Now, okay, now think of this. What you want this card to be in is the deck that can most quickly kill somebody. What deck is the most likely to do that? I feel like it's Grumgully, or like we need something that can just lob some damage. Are silver bordered cards playable in this format? In the one we're playing, yes. You play a 4-player commander subgame. Everyone goes to 1 life. I have not Bivdozer. I think this actually goes in Mina. Mina has so many ways to just lob some damage at somebody. I'm going to put the countdown as at 1 in there. This deck seems very powerful, so we're going to have to balance it out. We've got Goblin SWAT, which is say Goblin SWAT team, put a +1/+1 counter on Goblin SWAT team unless someone swats the table within 5 seconds. Play this ability only once per turn. The bones of trees and the skills of Goblin SWAT team. I think that's going in Grum Gully. I don't have a Borborygmos, but I think that definitely needs to go on the list for Mina and Den if we don't mind adding that one, Jan Lance. All right, we've got Goblin Bowling Team. Whenever Goblin Bowling Team damages any creature or player, roll a 6-sided die. Goblin Bowling Team deals damage to that creature or player. Goblin Bowling Team deals to that creature or player additional damage equal to this dice roll. So obviously, that's going in Buzzbark. This card was one I was very excited for. You ready for this? Mine, Mine, Mine. It's 4 green for an enchantment. When Mine, Mine, Mine comes into play, each player puts his or her library into his or her hand. Each player skips his or her discard phase and does not lose as a result of being unable to draw a card. Each player cannot play more than one spell each turn. If Mine, Mine, Mine leaves play, each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into their library. So, where does this work? I think it would actually be great in Roshin, because being able to pick any of your like Hydras and just slam it down, I think it would be real good. So I'm gonna put Mine, Mine, Mine in Roshin. We've got Free Range Chicken. It's a 3/3 for 3 and a green. 1 in a green. Roll 2-sided dice. Roll 2 6-sided dice. If both rolls are the same, Free Range Chicken gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number rolled on each die. Otherwise, if the total rolled is equal to any other total roll you have rolled this turn for Free Range Chicken, sacrifice it. And obviously, that's going into Old Buzzbark. Flock of Rabid Sheep is an X1. Now here, okay, it is an X1, but it's also a Flipping Coins one. But I think because it's an X card, this is going into Roshin. It gets better. Flip X coins. An opponent calls heads or tails. Each flip you win. You put a Rabid Sheep token into play. Treat these tokens as 2/2 green creatures that count as sheep. So question, wouldn't you use that as a tutor for any card and then blow it up to get rid of all the hands? Well, so again, it says if it leaves, you just put all the hands back in, right? But I mean, yeah, you can just hull breach it if you want. I think there's options. Will Adam be a part of the Friday game? If so, will he get Buzzbark, please? So Adam is supposed to, but I know he's kind of going through some stuff, so we'll see. If you're curious, I can actually get you exactly who's going to be on this one. One second here. Chittering Doom, whenever you roll a 4 or higher on a die, you get a 1/1 squirrel. Boom. Hydradoodle. I think Hydradoodle has to go in the X-Tribal one, despite the fact that it's a bunch of dice being rolled. I think Hydradoodle is going in here. I'm going to go in whatever deck is not called. Okay, so for Friday, it is myself, Kathleen, Adam, and Serge. So, I mean, we know what deck Serge is going to play. I might have a second Hydradoodle, so maybe we can get him in both. Ground Pounder, it's a dice rolling card. Let's pop it in here. Slaying Mantis. I forgot about Slaying Mantis. Well, I mean, this has got to go in Buzzbark, right? In whichever one Kitchen Finks is legal in, yeah. Kathleen needs to play Grumgully. Yeah, I think she'd be into that. We also have Border Guardian. This one, we'll see if it goes in. Whenever you cast a silver bordered spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever you cast a black bordered spell, it can't be blocked. And whenever you cast a white bordered spell, it gains double strike. I don't know how many white bordered spells, but I'm going to pop this over with Rocket Powered Turbo Slug. Steel Squirrel. If you roll some dice, it gets +X/+X, and you can just choose to roll some dice. So we're going to give that over here. Super Duper Death Ray. We need to, you know what, Blue Magnus Stormcrow? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to sneak Kitchen Finks into whichever deck Surge plays. Unless it's Grumgully. Then maybe that might be too OP. If we're doing some dumb rules bending for fun, can we just slip? Yes. All right, cool. Everyone's on board. Perfect. All right, we'll do that. Why not all 4 for the lulz? I think it'd just be the most, because it wouldn't be as fun if someone else plays it before him. The key is that we want him to play it. Thank you, Meku. All right, Super Duper Death Ray. It's a neat card. I don't know who's gonna get it. I'm gonna put this over here. Hammer Jammer, more dice cards. So that's gonna go into Old Buzzbark. Same with Paniac. Party Crasher. You can attack with Party Crasher once each combat during each opponent's turn. I feel like that needs to go in maybe Grumgully. Just like 4 damage each time seems pretty wild. Just jumping into the stream, what's the Friday Night Paper Fight format, guys? We're doing, it's EDH. All Gruul decks for the holidays. We've got a Hammerfest Boomtacular. I don't think they're... I grabbed this because I thought it was a dice rolling card, but it's actually a watermark card. However, Box of Free-Ranged Goblins. That's in there. Obviously, Old Buzzbark is going to be a little bit heavier on the unset cards than others, which is why if it's not directly dice related, I kind of want to put it in other places. Yule Ooze and all those holiday cards, Cobble Lord, I'm definitely going to look into getting. So Krark's Other Thumb going on in there. Goblin Haberdasher. Other creatures you control wearing hats in their art have menace. What deck is most likely to have hats? Maybe none of them? I mean, Grumgully is literally wearing a hat, yeah? Alright. In you go. Hammer Helper. There we go. As Luck Would Have It. That's also going into Old Buzzbark. And then I think these are just all lands. Ah! There we go. We do have an extra Hydra Doodle. So that'll go into Old Buzzbark. And these are lands. Two more really fun ones. We've got Cramped Bunker. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player moves a permanent he or she controls to touch Cramped Bunker and no other permanents. If he or she can't, destroy each permanent that player's control that isn't touching Cramped Bunker, then sacrifice it. I think this goes in Grumgully. Yeah, and then Mana Screw, which is such a sweet card. You flip a coin. If you win the flip, you add 2 to your mana pool, and you can play this anytime you would play an instant. I think this goes into Rasheen for ramp. Oh, good point, Diabore. Cool. Okay, so that's that pile. I got one more pile that I had of cards that I randomly grabbed and found. And then we'll go through some monocolored stuff and artifacts. Cramped seems like it might make the board super tough to read. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a mess. So Falling Star, that's gonna go into Old Buzzbark. Wow. Hold on, let me take a drink there. Kozilek and Grumgully? Oh baby. If you have it, I dare you to add Earl of Squirrel to Grumgully. I was thinking about it. I don't have it, but it would work real well, I think. How you doing, Jordan? Draw cards equal to the power of target creature you control. I think this goes into Rasheen for Soul's Majesty. All right, we got to Cultivate. I'm going to throw that in Rasheen. Harmonizes. I think everyone's going to need them. So let's give a Harmonize to, I don't know, Buzzbark. Traverse the Outlands, search your library for up to X basic land cards where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Boom. X card going into Rasheen. Zendikar Resurgent is an interesting one where we tap, it doubles the mana produced, and whenever you cast a creature spell, you draw a card. I don't know where to put this. Maybe Mina? Probably Mina, hey? Aw, smashed in. That's very kind of you. I think this is a Mina card. We also have some subs that I missed here. Sorry, friends. Also, Mina and Den are going to need some love with regards to some unset cards. Armstrong, thank you so much for 19 months. Welcome back, friend. Doom with 14 months. Welcome. Good to see you again, friend. Banrail with 24 months. 2 years of support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Flaming Helix, thank you so much for that host. Welcome everybody coming on over from Flaming Helix's channel. Thank you. H Piper with 23 months saying boop. And Nanimus Prime was set 26 months. Man, I'm tired. Saying, oh, this looks like fun. Can't wait to see these in action. Silver Border Magic is so wild. Oh, yeah. Didn't know you had a run in 60, Ben? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Sad Robot. Likely Mina and Den, but I mean, I'd love to put a sad robot everywhere. Sakura Tribe Elder. I think this is actually best in Grumgully. I've got extra Steves. I know he grabs a land, but the sack is very key for what I kind of want to do with Grumgully. Can Buzzbark's basic lands be singleton? Oh, like you mean each one be different? You betcha. All right, we got another Cultivate, so let's give Cultivate to you, and you can have Kodama's Reach. Carpulsian. All right, so these are starting to get a little much. So let's do this. What's your favorite sad robot art? Honestly, this one. Although I like that newer one with like the black and red robot. I don't like the one with the dude's face. I think it's fine. It's just my least favorite. All right. Gotta go do adult things. No worries, Angel. Have a great day. Thank you again for that raid. I really appreciate it. So Carplucin Minotaur is cumulative upkeep, flip a coin. Whenever you win a coin flip, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Whenever you lose a coin flip, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player of an opponent's choice. That's going into Buzzbark. Ben, I found the perfect card for Buzzbark. Ben Ulmer, Nuggy King. Gourmand 6/6. Ooh. Affinity for Nuggies. This creature cuts 1 less for each chicken nugget you eat as you cast it. Oh, I like that a lot. I'm all about that. Stronghold Gambit. It's 1 in a red. Each player chooses a card in his or her hand. Then each player... Actually, you know what? Each player chooses a card in their hand. Then each player reveals their chosen card. The owner of the creature card revealed this way with the lowest CMC mana cost puts that card into play. If 2 or more creature cards are tied for the lowest cost, those cards are put into play. I think this is a Grumgully card. Do you have access to any of the mystery booster playset cards? Oh, you mean these? Yes, we've got a couple. But we'll get to those. Now, this is a card that goes into Grumgully, but I'm having trouble remembering what its name is. But I know it's got Persist. Can somebody help us out here? It's the one that, like, when it enters the battlefield, all your creatures get, like, you can ding somebody for tap and ding somebody for 2. It's from Lorwyn. Or Shadowmoor. Fury Stoke Giant? Yes, that's it. Perfect. Yeah, when it ETBs, other creatures you control gain tap. This creature deals 2 damage to any target until end of turn, and it has Persist. So this goes into Grumgully. This is going to be one of those ones that they're going to be like, what does this do? Everybody look away, and we put it onto the card reader. The last card reveal one feels bad for Roshin if they win. Oh, sure does. That's why I think Grumgully it's the best for. Ogre Battle Driver. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +2/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. I feel like either Roshin or Grumgully. I want to put that there. Hooded Hydra, obviously Grumgully. Riptide Replicator, which is such a wild card. I think that's going into Roshin because it's the next card. You want to do it in Grumgully? All right. Woodfall Primus? Oh, we'll get there. What's up, Jer? Yes, a lot of red indeed. Aha, this was one I was excited to get. I paid real money for this beat up thing, and Jer, I bet you know this card too. Ed's been looking to get rid of it for a while. And I picked it up today. Good old strategy schmategy. Sure do. Yep, bought it off of Ed today just for this stream. So if you're not familiar, it's 1 in a red. You roll a 6-sided die. And on a 1, it has no effect. Otherwise, on a 2, it destroys all artifacts. 3, destroys all lands. 4, deals 3 damage to each creature and player. 5, each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. And 6, roll the dice 2 more times. So, Buzzbark. Right on into Buzzbark. Breath of Fury allows us to have a second combat step. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna put it in here. Mina has a lack of uncards. Yeah, I mean, the problem is like, these are ones that are dealing with specifically dice, and this is this deck's one. But any of the any uncards and test cards that have nothing to do with dice, we're gonna move over here. We've got Valley Maker, deals 3 damage to target creature, sacrifice forced, choose a player, and that player adds 3 green. I'm gonna put this in Mina and Den. It might end up getting cut. Because I want to do lands that fight. We'll see. This was a wild one. I had actually never seen this. Is there gonna be a Goblin game? Oh, I've got it. Don't you worry. I had never seen Petrified Woodkin before. This card's hilarious. If you have a Selfie Preservation, it would work really well for Mina. So, Selfie Preservation is good, but why not just run, like, any of the other ramp spells that are strictly better, you know? So, Petrified Woodkin, it's a 3/3 for 7 that can't be countered with Bloodthirst X and protection from instants. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put this in Roshin, but we'll put it there for now, and we'll see. Ooze Flux, which is remove 1 or more +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control and put an XX ooze onto the battlefield, where X is the number of ooze counter or +1/+1 counters removed this way. I wanted to put this in Roshin because there's going to be a lot of Hydras with counters, and when we get Unbound Flourishing, that's going to double. So that'll be great. Enshrined Memories, reveal the top X cards of your library, put all creature cards this way revealed into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library. This one's kind of I just grabbed it because it's X, and that's the thing we care about. Arashi's Sky Asunder deals X damage to target creature with flying. I don't think any creatures are gonna fly in in these colors. So I don't think we're running this. There's not a lot of flyers in these colors. We have Manaplasm. Whenever you play a spell, Manaplasm gets +X/+X, where X is that spell's CMC. X matters. Hero's Bane. Just keeps getting bigger. More X stuff. Mana Bloom. More X matter stuff. Heaven and Earth, X spells, Wild Call, and now we get to some of the big spicy stuff. Like, who is getting the Great Henge? I feel like it's Roshin. No big dragons? Well, because we're not ramping... Like, Roshin's whole deal is, like, X spells. Right. Henge in the Gully. Yeah? I mean, it doesn't make it easier, but, like... I mean, Grumgully's gonna pop off, right? It has the most creatures. What about that horsemanship commander you got from Command Fest? Oof, yeah. And they just get bigger? Yeah, sure. All right. Now we got some fun stuff. We got some of the test cards. Soulmates. Enchant 2 creatures. Enchanted creatures each get +1/+1 and have hexproof. When one enchanted creature dies, destroy the other. I feel like this goes into Roshin. You know? Soulmate should be in Gully? I don't know. I kind of agree. If you're doing Persist Aristocrats and Grumgully, Porphyros, and our Blasting Station. Yeah. You were thinking Mina and Den. Well, I think... Aha! I have 2. And you know what? I think it'll be good in all of them. So there we go. They each get some stuff. We've got some Burbs. I'm gonna do this. The Burbs are gonna go there. Interplanar Bushwag. So it's a 3 and a green for a 6/4. This creature enters onto the interplanar battlefield. Players can't control creatures on the interplanar battlefield. Vigilance and haste. Whenever a player attacks with a creature with power 4 or greater, card name also attacks the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. Bushwhack Buzzspark. Well, how many creatures? Like, this deck doesn't have that many that are going to be 4 or greater. I just want to make sure that Buzzspark doesn't have all of the funny unset cards. But it does. Oh, that's true, right? It kills anybody. So sure. All right, Buzzspark. There we go. Bombardment. Until end of turn, cards you own that aren't on the battlefield lose all card types. This is the one that turns everything into chuck your hand, which I think actually goes into Mina and Den, because there's a lot of ways they're going to get lands back, and if you just chuck your whole hand and like shoot somebody a bunch, especially too, since actually this deck has the countdown is at 1, then you bombardment with your hand and just win on the spot. I think let's do that. We've got a Plane Merge Elf. 4 and a green for a 3/3 land ship. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may reveal it. Okay, well. Into Mina and Den. And then we also have Embodiment of Fury. Land creatures you control have trample. Boom. There we go. And I think that's all the wickedy weird cards. Oh, right, except for Tybalt, which, I mean, that's gonna go there. Yeah, it says land, so, all right, team. We've got a couple extras. I don't think this is going in anything. I don't think I have any other weird cards. Do we want to put the rocket-powered turbo slug somewhere? And if so, where do we want to put it? I don't think the slug's that good. No? Okay. Yeah, I agree, Devs fan. We're going to definitely get those in. We've got 2 hull breaches, though. I think ones that are most likely to have some enchantment kind of things are... I think these are going to need some ways to deal with stuff, so... Let's go hull breach in there. Yeah. Actually not good, just hilarious. Yeah. Alright, good night, Lady Atarka. Sleep well. Mr. Ben, will you be going to any UK-related events? No, not this year. But, who knows? Well, sorry, I mean, obviously not this year, but maybe in 2020, I don't know. I'd really like to. Putting rocket-powered slug in with the countdown is at 1. Oh. Armadillo Owl. Fuck, do we do that, chat? The deck could live the dream. Sure, fine. Right, it's a 4-player sub game. Oh, yeah, no, that would actually be terrible. Because then you do that, and then you've just pacted yourself. You have to beat everybody. Because then you just wouldn't be able to pay for it. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's do some artifacts. I don't think any of these scarecrows are going to be good. These are just our artifact, common artifact creatures. I think none of these are really be all that good. I think they're all just fairly mediocre. We're going to get those ash nods and stuff for sure. The Grumgully deck's going to have a large amount of artifacts in it. That Clockwork Steed, though. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything interesting here. I mean, Mearsire is probably good in Grumgully. Yeah, the rest of this is fairly... Burnished Heart probably goes in one of these decks. Ashnod's Coupon? What does Ashnod's Coupon do again? Sacrifice the coupon, target player gets you a drink. Right, yes. Alright, good night, Mechabus. Ooh, Lesser Manticore. Ooh, baby. In Grumgully? Yes, please. Sorry, Lesser Masticore. I mean, there's certainly a non-zero amount of cards. God, some of those ones could be really fun. I think what we'll do is definitely like... So there's... what is it? There's a holiday card that requires you to eat food to regenerate it that I think is in the colors, and I really want that to be a thing. Ooh, Walking Ballista in Roshin. Ooh, baby. Hangerback in Roshin. Ooh, baby. Yes. Oh, fruit. Oh, man. Fruitcake Elemental. Oh. That card is so good. On the list? Great. Great, great, great. Thank you, Jan Lance. Okay. Don't think any of these are really gonna be all that helpful. Ooh, the Mimic. I think actually the Mimic goes in Grumgully. I don't know about Mere Battlesphere in Roshin. It certainly has X literally written on it. I think it might be corner. We'll put it there, but it might get the cut. Stone Coil though definitely goes in. Yeah, Yule Ooze, and it's red green. Do you have a Bloodspore Thrinax? I think I do. That's a green one, right? Adaptive Automaton. None of these are really tribal. So I mean, this is lands and elemental tribal, but Endless One, absolutely. Battle Ball and Grumgully for the counters. That'd actually be pretty tight. Why not Hangerback and Roshin? We do have Hangerback and Roshin. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Right there. We got there. Nah, Pocrocyte's not really what we want. Ugh. I have like so many Hangerback Walkers. Why do I have so many Hangerback Walkers? Let's use the foil one. Baby. Chamber Sentry can't actually go in it. So there you go. Because it's a good card? Very true. Very true, Twitch chat. Very true. Colorless Creature Mythic. I don't know how many of these are going to go in. Does somebody get this fancy Karn? Eh. Yo, I've got double ineffable Ugins, though. There's Kozilek. I mean, Jordan did say to just put Kozilek in a deck. Foil's harder for the card reader to pick up. Well, then it's gonna have to deal double duty. Yeah, he didn't specify what deck though, so can't do it. I don't think any of these decks are gonna need equipment. Wait, of course one is gonna need equipment. What am I talking about? The best equipment in Magic the Gathering. Ooh, Greaves. Some people are gonna get some Greaves. Greaves. There we go. Chat. Which Skull Clamp, old or new? Old? Old. All right. Goes to Grumgully. I don't know. Does anyone else? Should anyone else get Grumgully or Skull Clamp? I mean, it is like OP card. Bloodthirsty Blade would actually be very cool at Buzzspark. I agree with that. Goad is such a funny mechanic. If we're gonna do another skull clamp, what do we think? It doesn't really fit anywhere else. Yeah. It won't bog things down. It is just a good card. Mage Slayer. Man, Mage Slayer and with a Hydra wielding one of these. How much monetary value are just casually cut? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Let's give a Hydra a sword. Why the fuck not, right? All right. Ring of Valakis. Do we give somebody the big hammer? Give the Hydra, a trample Hydra, the hammer? What do you have? Hydrodizes? No! There is a falling star in Buzzbark. You know what? I'm gonna do that here. We'll see. We got Swifty boots. Someone will get one of those. Holy shit. Thornbite with Grumgully? Okay. Well, we found Grumgully's win con. Slaphammer. It's like neat, but we'll probably end up cutting it. Grumgully go infinite with those procs. Yeah, Grumgully's a shaman. I don't think we're running any of the rest of these. Sort of the Animus though, and Mina, I think. Equip creature gets +X/+X where X is its mana cost. Shockingly, this is actually awful in the X deck. Isn't it 2 mana to tap that staff? Yeah, but you run like an Ashnod's altar. And you just kill somebody. And by somebody, I mean everybody. Do you have Animus Awakening for Mina and Din? Yeah, I should. When we get to those colors, we'll definitely pop it in. Anybody want some swords? Is there any sword that just like super works? I mean, Sword of Truth and Justice proliferates. That's probably not bad in Grumgully. Pro white and blue. Yeah. Alright, I don't think we need any vehicles. I don't think the Myriad would work. Oh, Sword of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I don't own that. Alright, Command Sphere. That probably ends up going up. Armillary Sphere, I think. I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. I actually don't own a lot of Gruul Signets. Alright, we don't need Ashnod's Transmogrant. Triassic Egg. But the Altar, that's going in Grumgully. Just saw the red-green tweet and had to run over and see what's up with my favorite 2-color combo. How it goes? Good. We're building some spicy, goofy stuff here. Just having a... This is actually really nice. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning on in. This is surprisingly, like, chill and relaxing. I was a little nervous doing some of my building on stream, but I think this has been Very, very fun so far. And it helps too. I'm getting a lot of this work done. Turns out building 4 decks before Friday was gonna be a lot of effort. What's the uncard? That's old Buzzbark. There's a bunch of uncards and test cards up in here that are totally legal in the made-up format we're playing. I don't think any of this... I'll grab the sphere. Everybody needs ramp. How many of the cards are holiday promos? None currently, because I don't own any. I'm not cool enough to get cool cards from Wizards. There's a part of my heart that is very happy but sad whenever I see content creator friends being like, thanks Wizards for sending me this. And I have little grabby hands. Welcome to Commander, by the way, where you just go through and you're like, oh, a soul ring, yeah, great. Oh, a soul ring, yeah, great. Oh, what does this thing do? Can anyone remember what this is? Dark Ascension. Right. Spring does go in Grum, doesn't it? Chalice of Life. You gain 1 life, then if you have 10 more life than your starting total, transform. Right. And then this is just target player loses 5 life. Right. Okay. Nope. Don't need that. I'm so stoked though that like Wizards is sending out stuff to creators and whatnot. I think it's great. Especially to like a lot of the people that I'm seeing them being sent out to. There's just so many like tremendously talented content creators out there. All right, I'm just kind of quickly going through these because we haven't even gotten to the colors yet. I don't think Dragon's Claw. I don't think I'd put Soul Ring in these decks. Not very spiriting if one has and the others don't. Oh, I've got 4 Soul Rings. Everybody can have a, trust me. When it comes to Soul Rings, that's a card that I keep multiples of. Did you end up getting any secret layers? Nah, I didn't get any special stuff, but that's okay. Look, like, for example, that's 4 Lightning Greaves. I don't know why those were in here. Oh, versus having 1 versus... Yeah, I mean, I could just not throw in them in Soul Rings. Fuck it. Why not? No one gets them. I do like Boots, though. I like Boots because it gives everyone's commander a chance to shine, and these decks are certainly sort of built around their commanders doing stuff. Dragon Claw for everyone? What about an Aether Vial? Aether Vial and like Grumgully? That could be good. Vial's too cute. Oh, Chalice, yeah, in the X deck though, for sure. All right, I'll agree. I'll agree with you. All right, oh wait, it's not an X cost, but it is still like ramp. I'll put it there and we'll see if we cut it. I have so many Soul Rings, chat. Soulnet, whenever a creature... this does have the potential of doing a lot with Ashnods. Glasses of Urza, anybody? God, I have so many Soul Rings. Oh, Astral Cornucopia. Yeah, that'll be in the next little pile here. Brewing for Friday Night Paper Fight? Sure am, Muffins on a Hill. Which one gets the Command Fest Soul Ring? Well, you know what? I'm okay with just saying no one gets Soul Ring. Fuck it, right? It means we can put more fun cards in there. Empowered Auto Generator. Enters battlefield, tap, put a charge counter on it, add X mana of any one color where X is the number of charge counters. Well, it has the magic word. Ratchet Bomb, Chaos Wand, Although, actually, I mean, Buzzbark? No board wipes? You gotta have board wipes. But maybe like only like 1 or 2. As much as people don't like board wipes, they make stupid looking boards a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah, we're gonna need ramp, which we'll wait for it. We've got a bunch in green. Mimic Vat and Grum Gully for sure. It has the word chaos on it? Yeah. Sands of Delirium is an X card. But, There's O-Stone, though. O-Stone and Nev's Disc. I think we actually need to run these ones because the board wipes in green and red are actually pretty mediocre. So let's give Nev's Disc to... Yeah, Nev's Disc, again, we gotta worry about board wipes against Mina and Den because that is turning its lands into creatures. So let's give Nev's Disc to... Oh yeah, like, I'm not saying they're bad, there's no good ones. I'm just saying, like, there's not as many great ones. I have a second Mimic Vat. You know what, actually? Mimic Vat, I think, actually goes great in Buzzbark, and we can get... So, if we put Buzzbark in a Mimic Vat, and then bloop, 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 bloop. There it is. That's what we needed. Cauldron of Souls for Grum Gully. This is a key card for the deck. Want to do some Persist shenanigans. Humble Defector. Well, I mean, Grum Gully's gonna get... So, okay, let me tell you a fun story, chat. I thought for fun, I'd open a Masters 25 booster. And I'm going through the booster, and I'm like, this seems pretty mediocre. And I get to the rare, and I can't remember what it was. Because I was too distracted by what was behind it. I saw a little bit of red, and a little bit of shiny, and, well, lo and behold, there was this lad hanging out behind it. And I freaked out. I was like, oh, that's some money. That's some money. And then I looked it up. It's like $50. Because Imperial Recruiter is a good card, but the reprint, it's like the only reason it was worth anything was because it was only in P3K, right? Not bad. I'm not knocking it. I'm not like, $50. That's like nothing. But it was certainly one of those moments where I was just like, and like was so like, I was just like, oh my god, I can finally buy duels. It's gonna be great. And then no, but yes, it was great. Which, speaking of, oh right, you don't go in there because you're a human. Anyway, you know what does go in Grum Gully though? That boy right there. But we'll get to red in a second. I just wanted to tell that story. $50 sure is more than I've ever spent on a single card. Yeah. Alright. Slate of Ancestry. Discard your hand, draw a card for each creature you control. I think this is actually great in Grum Gully. I don't think there's anything else that's like supremely good in here. So Lotus Bloom. Altar of Dementia goes in Grum Gully for sure. Looks at revised Tygon desk. Yeah, I mean, one of these days I'll buy it. Transmogrifying Wand. We could put in Buzzbark. I don't even know what Buzzbark is trying to do. I don't know how this deck wins. It just... I'm gonna put it there and we'll see. Bow of Nylea? Eh. Buzzbark's just here to have a good time? Alright. I can fuck with that. I mean, if that's the case, then hell, let's put Pyxis of Pandemonium in there. Why not? Sundial over in Mina, I think. I'm not putting Coat of Arms in. Gilded Lotus, Store of Destinies. A-Dub, thank you so much for that 17 months. Welcome back, friend. I really appreciate that. You should definitely put a Kun in Buzzbark. Yeah. Oh my god. We should put some sort of big mana thing for Buzzbark to make just like, yeah, infinite Buzzbark. Temporal Aperture. Shuffle your library and reveal the top card. Till end of turn, as long as that card remains, you may play the card as... Yeah, okay. Alter the Brood is so good with... Oh, good calls is... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In Grumgully, you're saying? Oh, that's true. Infinite Buzzbark has to drop the dice. Right, it gets taller, and we're gonna need a goddamn ladder. Ah, there we go. Cornucopia for Roshin. Alter the Brood for Grumgully. Mishra's Helix and Roshin. Tapex lands. I mean, we could. Oh, we've got so many DJ. Oh, see, now we're in Jer's territory. All right, well, it's got X in the name there. Grind clock. Okay, we're going too far off the plan. Looks at grind clock. When you look at grind clock and you get excited. Rochi's Hatchery for Roshin. That seems good. Literally building blue-white prison lander right now. Ah, good. Good, cool game. Right, this is not the bad spot. This is all this together. Staff might be necessary for card draw. Sure, I mean, we could just grab it. I'm always like thoroughly underwhelmed with Staff of Nyx, but... Or Staff of Nin. Is it possible to not look at Grindcock and get too excited? It's a compelling point. Alright, we got an Isoceptor, Planar Bridge. Planar Bridge could be fun. Pyro Goggles, Cauldron, totally real Mox. That's not just some stuff on a piece of paper. What is the X commander? Roshin Meanderer. But, Buzzbark also has X literally in his thing. Which is tough, right? Buzzbark would actually go into the Meanderer deck. But we're deciding to keep him there. Alright, so let's get some of these cards popped into people's things. No one's getting that. Let's give... What's going to have trouble with card draw? Probably Buzzbark over here, and I don't know, Mina and Den. And you two can have a Mind Stone. You two can have the Command Sphere. You get a Gruul Stone. You get a Command Sphere. Heart and Armillary Sphere. Sure. No one gets that. You can have the Staff. Cool. Let's do that. All right. There we go. So those are those piles. Now, Epic Struggles as an alt win con. Isn't that the, like, you have a ton of creatures? Right, and everybody gets a boots. Now we count? Nah, we just keep pulling. This is my process. I make a gigantic mess, and I never put it back together until Nicole yells at me. All right. Now, the hard part. Make a huge bet, then cut when you go over. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's start with, what do you want to do? Green or red, team? Actually, I'm going to grab another drink and be right back. All right. All right. Gred? We're doing Gred? All right. We'll start with green creatures. Oh, God. These are very tight. Okay. Green common creatures. Oh, we're gonna get flourishing rights, or rights of flourishing, or whatever. Don't you worry. Okay. So most of these are probably gonna be awful, but if you see me pass one that you straight up just know, let me know. I think most of these are gonna be pretty awful for the beginning. Territory, never land, it gets +2. Nah, I don't care about that. Ivy Lane Denizen could be kind of interesting. Inspiring Call? Yeah. I think that'd actually be great. Gemhide Sliver. Nah. Radiant Emissary, though. More ramp. We'll see. I think I'd rather, honestly, actually just run a ramp spell over that. Although, it could be good in Grumgully. Alright. I got 2 Llanowar Elves. We're gonna have to figure out where they're going, team. Probably the ramp decks, eh? Gonna hop onto TF2 to relax a bit before bed? Alright, sleep well, buddy. Thanks so much for hanging out. And Aslan, thank you so much for 14 months. Welcome back. And NK Cole with 13 months. Saying, we lucky now, boys. Black Cats, 13s. We up here all night. Gully does need some ramp as well. And so does Buzz. Yeah, okay. Well, let's spread it out a little bit. You get an Elvish Mystic. You have the Steve and the Yavimaya Elder, so we're gonna give you a Steve. I guess an elf. We do. We put Henge, I think, in Grumgully already, right? Or did we put it... Where did we put the Henge? Did we put it in here? Did we put Helmin Rasheen? Henge was in Gully? Did I completely pass it? Ah, yeah, right there. Yeah, so we're good. Cool. We got another Steve. Let's put Steve in Buzzbark. Bunch of Thalids. Ooh, actually, interesting. I guess that could be okay. Ooh. Fertilid's kind of interesting with Grumgully. With +1/+1 counters, you get to remove them to go grab some lands. Not bad. The Thalid Bowl, yeah. Yeah, goes off in Grumgully. Alright. Comes with, oh, Crackle It. Oh my god. I had never seen this card. Have you seen the art for this dude? He's so hardcore. Look at this thing. I know it's like super out of focus, but fuck. X green green for a 0/0 just comes in with X1/1 counters and you can regenerate them. Come on in. Yeah, Axebane Guardian not actually great in here. Good old Chub Toad. Evolution Sage and Roshin for sure. Yeah, I agree. Undying, a complete non-bow, so we're not going to do that. Fertilid can make infinite death triggers too with Persist, yeah. What's the format? Commander? Yes, indeed. You nailed it. Thinker Crusher gives elementals. These are all pretty mediocre. Anybody here for that sweet card flicking? Are you going for coin flip? Coin flips, dice rolls, all kinds of bullshit. Crunch Wrangler. Crunchy boy. The rest of this is fairly mediocre. Crescent Tusker is kind of ramp, but we've got better ramp. Remember, we've got access to some powerful shit here. We don't need to. We need to run the budget stuff. You played Hellblade the first time, and the voices were triggering your ASMR. Nice. I'm a big ASMR fan. Enters battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Big Pog. Oh. The most broken card in Standard are Boreal Gracer. We're playing two different standards. Ooh, Jorga Tree Speaker. Probably pretty mediocre here. Who's playing the decks? It's myself, Serge, Adam, and Kathleen. These are all fairly meh. Sir Farron. Target attacking creature gets X until end of turn, where X is his power. I don't know if that's good, but Keeper of Fables. One or more non-human creatures you control deal with combat damage to a player. Draw a card. Sure, why not? Get on in. I think that goes into Grumgully. When do we move on to the contraption deck? So I thought about contraption stuff, and I decided I didn't want to do it because Paul it'd be just a lot for Paul. So I decided not to. XR could be good. Search your library for a creature and reveal it. I love how they just gave it the subtype Cleric. Is there a reason you're the main deck builder for Commander? Just because I like it. I don't know where this card will go, but you're right. Like, it's a great card. Embodiment of Insight goes that way. Contraptions aren't the overlay. No. I just mean like it's a lot on the board to have 4 decks and people also having contraptions. It wasn't like an overlay thing. It was we need to display this information for you still. Skullwinder is an interesting card too. But yeah, it's literally just because I offered, and Commander's my favorite format. So for the most part, like, it's just, yeah, that's the only reason. Do you have Persist shenanigans for Grumgully? Oh yeah, that's the whole deal with this one. Nantucket Cultivator could be interesting with me, Ninden. I think it's a little too cute. We'll see if we get there. Overgrowth Elemental. We're gonna need some like interaction with other decks at some point, I think. Sounds like we need to get you on game nights. I hope someday. But it's one of those things where I should probably shoot off an email maybe to Josh or Jimmy and be like, hey friends, if you ever need homies to come on in, I would love to. But I don't know. It's another one of those I gotta sell myself kind of a things, right? Hi, Gems. Ben, he's our Ben. If he can't bend, no one Ben. Ooh, sweet. Wait, so if I can't bend, does that mean that, like, Wheeler just disappears into the aether? Me first, get in line? Yeah, see? Noted commander player James Turner needs to go before me. Crown Ceratock gives creatures with +1/+1 trample. I don't really think that's what Grumgully wants to do. We're not, yeah. So I think we're just gonna pass on that one. Wheeler's already made out of Aether? Oh, so he's safe then. We're all good there. I work with 2 Bens. I need them. Okay, well, that's why I'm gonna keep doing my best to, you know, be alive. Good old Wirewood symbiote. This is the reprint we crave, right? Gamers. I mean, Mowu does like Grumgully. But again, we're trying to do aristocrats, not necessarily 1/1 counters. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive, but I kind of don't want to go too far down that. Wasn't it? No, I mean like a functional reprint to like play it either in like modern or something like that, so that elves can kind of be a thing again. I know that they're still kind of a thing, but ooh. I guess Devoted Druid gets to pop off a little bit more in Grumgully, hey? Yeah, maybe Devoted Druid in there. Anything else? Somebody should probably have a Rex Sage. It's Buzzbark. It's my in-depth decision-making process. Alright. Now we get to the fun stuff. The lands, or the lands, the green rares. So Courser in there. Honored Hydra, despite it being a Hydra, doesn't actually work with Roshin. Center Vinecrasher actually works kind of here. Magus of the Candelabra though. X. Untap X lands. Baby. Chantress, Herald, Tireless Tracker though. That's gonna go in Mina and Den. Let's do it this way. I like how I cut to an X card. Waker of the Wilds. Boom. Rasheen can't tap for Candelabra? What? On costs that contain X? Yes, it can. Why wouldn't it be able to? You add 40 your mana pool, spend this only on costs that contain X. X, tap, untap X target lands. Yeah. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate the concern, though. So a lot of Hydras. So now here, that's the thing, right? Do we just play Hydras too, just because? Because like obviously there's a ton of Hydras that X is kind of their thing, right? But there's also Hydras that don't care about X. We could just, it could be Roshin with X stuff plus Hydras, right? We've got Gargos. And then, yeah, we've got things like Mist Cutter Hydra, Genesis Hydra, Horn Reef, Mana Gorger, Lifeblood. You know what? Fuck it. Hydra sub-theme. Here we go. That's, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mana George. All that shit's in there. Rampaging Baloth. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of wanted Mina and Den to be lands coming alive. So maybe not. Yeah, no. Let's go. We're going for feel. Or feels. We're all about feels here. Ivy Elemental. That's the next card. Yeah, things like World Shaper and stuff like that. Oh, baby. That foil Feast and Troll King. X gonna give it to you? Hell yeah. Good name. There we go. Grumgully gets Woodfall Primus. That's gonna be fun. Can't wait for that to happen. Wake Root Elemental. There we go. Can't wait to get Infinite Woodfall Primus. Y'all. Ooh, yeah, Grumgully on Hornet Queen. Make a bunch of bugs, sure. That seems good. Whoa! I am Clockwork? What the hell? Thank you very much, friend. I am Clockwork dropping 10,000 bits. Holy friggin' moly. Saying a bit of holiday cheer for one of my favorite streamers. Hope everything's doing well this season. Yeah. Thank you so much. What? Yeah, what a homie. Thanks, buddy. And also, I'm so sorry I missed you, Rock Bobster, with that new Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Plaid Posse, friend. And Crash was 16 months saying good evening, everybody. Good to see you, Crash. How you doing, friend? I am Clockwork. Thank you very, very much. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays. Chameleon Colossus has an X thing in it. And it can be a Hydra. Come on in. Rishkar, actually. Rishkar seems like it'd be dope. Rishkar and Grimgully? Oh, so much mana. So much mana. That's the big pog. Is this streamed from an LGS or is this your commander's arsenal? This is my commander. This is my home. We are currently in my house. Although this streaming at YJ would be interesting. Thunderfoot Baloth actually kind of sounds interesting in the lands deck where we can make lands big and scary. That's what I want to do. Make big scary lands. Gigantosaurus. That's a big boy. How could we abuse Grumgully and Hornet's Nest? Ooh, tracker for Buzzbark removal. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Punching stuff. Hornet's Nest and Blasphemous Act. Right. Yeah, we'll do that. We could put Michaeloth in Grumgully. That seems like it'd be good. Excavator can go there. Tendies and Grumgully? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I'll feel that. Oh, Toxic, we can do whatever we want. We're just living the dreams today. Heading to bed? Alright, Gas City Gaming, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. Have a good time off in the sleepy realm. Thanks so much for hanging out. Silk Clash Spider is not actually going to be great here. Sylvan Safekeeper is probably going to want to do stupid Mina Den stuff, so we're going to put that there. Oof, I feel like Surak kind of wants to be in Roshin. We'll see what we do. Realm Seekers enters the battle with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. Maybe. Alright, well. I mean, Grumgully wants Spike Feeder for sure. Pathbreaker in Grumgully? Maybe. I mean, we can put it there. We'll see. Because again, I don't want to go too deep down the +1/+1 counters. I mean, I know that's not what Ibex does, but all right. And finally, the mythics. Pelucranos in there, Colonian Hydra in there, Primordial Hydra in there, Avenger in there. This is where stuff starts popping off. Ronus could be fun somewhere. Titania, yes. God, Vorinclex. Nobody likes to see Vorinclex. Oh, right. I guess Avenger. Yeah, Nissa probably for Mina and Den. Spoilers. Spoilers, Mr. Frodo. You know, the classic thing that he says. Do we, as a backup, yeah, Gully Hoof. All right. Ooh, Multani. Do I have a Multani? Yeah, sure. Hey, Roasted Gravy. All right, Planeswalkers. I mean, Jang Yu's kind of interesting in Grumgully. All right, this is where, yeah, I want the lands to fight. Nissas, all up-ins. Ben, do you have any of the holiday foil cards? Not currently, but we could definitely, we're gonna get them. Surely somebody wants the Savala? Probably. We definitely haven't been putting enough into Buzzbark, but that's because Buzzbark is going to be base red, I think. What holiday cards are you looking for? Any of the green and red ones, dude, if you've got them. You're right, though. Yeah. Right, X mana. There we go. Rasheen gets there. Yeah, we need a win con for our Buzzy boy. Well, actually, no, we've got one. I mean, it's one of the win cons, but as luck would have it, whenever you roll a die, put a number of luck counters on as luck would have it equal to the result. Then if there are 100 more luck counters, you win the game. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of red. War Vivian for Flash Hydras? That does sound pretty tight. Why is this sleeve so murky? I don't like that at all. Sure. Flash Hydras. Flash Hydras. Yeah, cast Buzzy at like 100. Alright, enchantments. These decks are obviously, it's probably getting over to be 100, but that's okay. Like I said, we're just grabbing things as we need them. Lignify, good card. Kalini Heart Expedition, sure, maybe. Someone will probably need Seal of Primordium. I've got one Kark's Thumb. I got Kark's Other Thumb. Turns out, I've been looking at making a Chaos deck for a while that involved, like, with Okun and Zinder Split. And a lot of those cards are very expensive. A lot of the coin flippy ones, it's wild. Whenever a 1/1 counter is placed on a creature, that won't happen. Rancor does give trample. That's kind of its whole thing. All right, so Zendikar's Royal is what I want in there. Squirrel Nest and Grum Gully. Man, we're gonna need so many goddamn tokens for Grum Gully. Alright, we'll pull it out. Genjus. Ooh. Would this actually be good for anybody? You have Goblin Sleigh Ride and Yule Ooze? Great. Yeah, I mean, if they can bring them all, James, that would be awesome. Wilderness Wreck gives Minion Den's land creatures vigilance? Oh! Yep. That's a great way to think about it. You opened a foil Akum in Zinder Split. Nice. Exploration. Yep. Life and Limb. Yeah, there's less board wipes. A Eula's influence. Discard lands, make bears? Maybe. Oh. Helix Pinnacle. Put X counters. Helix Pinnacle and Machine? You have to? Yeah. Vanrail with 500 bits saying, thrown in a bit too. I appreciate all you do. I'm sorry I missed those, buddy. Thank you so much. Every bit matters, and thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, that's true. Oh, you know what? Life and Limb in Old Buzzbark. More chaos. Because since everybody's in green. I think Hardened Scales has to go in Grum Gully. Whenever a player plays a spell, that player puts X11 squirrel creatures into play, where X is the number of cards with the same name. Okay, so that won't work. How about this card? No. I was like, we could sneak it into Surge's deck. But no. No. Alright, good night, Joe. Sleep well, buddy. You want to do Evo and Grum? It is a sack outlet, so maybe. I know it's banned. Epic Struggle could be interesting in Grum Gully. Beastmaster's Ascension. Ah, there we go. I knew I had it somewhere. Unbound Flourishing. Perfect. Now Roshin's gonna pop off. All right. I think I gave everyone a Cultivate style effect. Let's give Summer Bloom to Mina and Den. Maybe also just Rampant Growth. Hey Tams, how you doing, buddy? Arden Gnome, thank you so much for those 9 months. I really appreciate it. Fruon with us 4 months saying Magic Quartz. Thank you. And Dark Morford, 21 months saying 21 months time for drinks in the US. Speaking of, gotta crack this bad boy. Gelatinous Genesis? What is that card? And did you see I had it? Because if I do, I'm sorry I missed it. Because I could totally put it in. Miming Slime, create an XX creature where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I mean, it has the word in it. Make X XX slimes? What is it a sorcery? Okay, we haven't even gotten to the sorceries yet. We literally just got there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We probably need Prey Upon, hey? We need some removal up in here. We'll put Prey Upon and Roshin's. Primal Growth, sack a creature. for the kicker. I think everybody needs some growth. I'm gonna give that to you. Rabbit bite. I don't know. Give me and Den that. Oh no! It's all good. How dare you apologize? Did you get cultivate or what did you get? Did I give you any ramp spells over here? Oh my god. I didn't. Well, now you get a cultivate. There you go, Buzzbark. I didn't forget about you. Sorry, I burped right into the mic. Yeah, we need to make sure this is nice and even. Everybody deserves to ramp. I'm trying to type and my cat won't stop trying to bite your hands. Oh dear. That does sound like a cat. Harmonize. Did everybody get a harmonize? Harmonize is important. You get a harmonize now, Mina and Den. Sylvan Scrying. Ooh. What can we do in Mina and Den? I don't have dark depths and stuff. We're gonna put Nature's Lore for sure in this. Oh, another harmonize. Buzzbark, you get Wait, did I already saw harmonize? Yeah. Do you have a harmonize? Yeah, you got a harmonize. Kessig Wolf Run? Yeah. Yeah, I'll put Sylvan Scrying here. We'll see what kind of ones we can find. Is Mina and Den gonna be a Surge's deck? Potentially. Grab this Restore and Explosive Vegetation. Spider spawning. Do you have Pride Rock? I don't know what that is. Drew the Ossifrance. Animus Awakening. Put all land cards on the X. Yeah, that seems right. Let's do that. Ah, Castle Garenbrig. I think I do. Now, Wave of Vitriol. Zavala Stampede. Starting with you, each player votes for wild or free. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card for each wild vote. Put those creatures into the battlefield. Green Sun Zenith, though, for Rasheen. Hell yeah. Tooth and Nail. Tooth and Nail and Grumgully. Find the hoof. There we go. Root Awakening and Sylvan Awakening for Mina and Den. I think we need more like return land cards, so let's do, yeah, Nissa's Renewal. No, wait, it's a different card. Hoof and Avenger? Yeah, I mean, well, this deck has Avenger. This deck has Hoof. There it is. There it is. Are you happy? Boom. Gelatinous Genesis. Oh, Wildest Dreams, actually, too. How you doing, Lexi? Good to see you. There it is. Splendid Reclamation. That's what we want. Ooh, Splendid Reclamation and Life from the Loam? Maybe this is a Life from the Loam deck. We'll see. Alright. Uncage the Menagerie actually could be sweet in Roshin. Great Aurora? What do we think? Oh, I think I could do that, Hexy Lexi. For Buzzbark, deal. Chaos. Yeah, we definitely need board wipes. Alrighty. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Dooch, dooch. I mean, the board wipes are certainly going to come from red, I think. No one can spell Aurora, yeah. That blasphemous act.
Everything flows, and all is connected. This eye is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
Sprout Swarm for token stuff? Yeah. Sprout Swarm might actually be good in Grimgully.
There is nothing to fear.
Hey, Cobra Bubbles. Yeah, welcome to the late night streams. Ooh, Beast Within. Let's give that to Buzzbark. I think that's the way to go. This is hyping me up for the game. Nice. One of Evergreen Token and Gully? Kind of, yeah. The rest of these are pretty mediocre. Lifecrafter's Gift. Actually, it's probably pretty tech with Grimgully. Ooh, another Beast Within. Let's give that to... I don't know, Mina and Den. It's Primal Vigor in Grimgully? What is... that sounds like a card I own. Is it a sorcery? Yes, basically, Tams. Return to the Wild Speaker and Second Harvest? Maybe? Not really tokens. I don't necessarily want to do tokens with Grimgully, but I don't know, maybe. Is it an enchantment? Okay. Maybe this is good. Yeah. Right, it's doubling season for everyone. Let's see. Primal Vigor. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. All right, and finally, the last color that we need to go through before we get to actually start building. And I think what we'll do is build one of the decks. And then we'll probably call it a stream because it is already 11:15. I think Heroic Intervention would be feel bads, so I don't really want to run that. All right, let's do some creatures. We can go till 5 a.m. All right, deal. I mean, I'm not streaming tomorrow morning. I get the day off. Well, I mean, until I stream twice in the evening. All right, now let's look for some... This is where the chaos is going to come from. I think it's not going to be... We're not going to really see any great common creatures, though, that are going to work here. God, I loved when they did these for the vanilla creatures. God. Goblin Arsonist with Grumgully and Persist in play? Could see that being fun. What's the whole theme so far? So Mina and Den, I kind of want it to be like a lands fight you deck. Rasheen is going to be an X Matters / Hydra deck. Grumgully is going to be sort of an Aristocrats Persist shenanigans thing, and Buzzbark is Chaos. Yes, I have some of the I've got both of the embodiments up in here. Do you prefer your face emote Santa hatted or reindeer antlered? Oh, Santa hat all the way. James is going to say reindeer. Now that being said, I mean, we could do some of like the staples of like Mog War Marshal is kind of a staple for aristocracy stuff. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. Thermopod. Generating like a bajillion friggin' mana from Grumgully. If you attend Magic Fest Toronto this year, I would love to face your Grumgully or Buzzbark decks. These will probably end up getting taken apart, but oh man, Boggart Forager. Sack it, target player shuffles their library. I kind of want to put this in Buzzbark, but Buzzbark's got some chaos stuff, but we need like actual cards that make it win. Alright. Let's just keep on going down our list of random ass common creatures. Do you ever think you'll ever do Magic construction content like this on a lure stream? Maybe someday is the best answer I can really give you. Propose content like this and stuff is stuff that I've proposed if I came on full time, but right now we don't really have the dollary dues, and B, there's just other things I think that are more important in that sort of matter. So maybe someday I'd really like to. Like I've always wanted to do like, deck techs and all that kind of jazz. It's something that we'll probably end up actually talking about. Our yearly meeting is coming on up, and that's where stuff like this usually gets talked to. I think a stream like this would work best similar to Adam's D&D bricks are. Fill his streams when schedules get kerfuffled around. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Shivam's favorite card, or one of his favorite cards. All right. Anything else really good in here? I don't think so. Although I might actually want to pull some cards out of the decks that I brought to Command Fest. Embercleave would be fun. Yeah, that's in the other one. Doing overtime on the second to last day of the year. Thanks for keeping me company. Oh, Keegan. I hope everything's going okay, bud. That sounds like a hell of a day. I mean, they kind of are. Like, I don't think filler is a intrinsically like bad thing to say. Like, we slot in those streams when there isn't an actual Dice Friends or anything, right? So I don't think that's the wrong thing. Orcish settlers within Roshin Meanderer and just blow up somebody's land base. Not gonna lie, I want to see more chill streams like this. I love the idea of just deck building and chill. Oh, yeah. This seems mean, and filler is an art, a clip show is a necessity. Yeah. That's not in the spirit of Christmas? That's a very good point, Rothan Weiler. I like that. Not in the spirit of Christmas at all. Who's coming on in here? Tin Gaming. We're building a couple of decks, actually. And the core concept here is they're all red-green, and they're all doing something a little different here. That was my Slack as an update to everyone. Let me know if you need extra taigas, says Wheeler. Hell yeah. I'll take any taigas I can get. Skirk Prospector would be really good here, but there's more than just Gobos. So I think we're gonna have to say no to Skirk Prospector. We haven't even gotten to the red enchantments yet. We're finally in red. We just started. That was all of my red common creatures. Now let's do red uncommon creatures. And then we're just gonna build a deck after we've gone through everything. God, there isn't like a tremendous amount of like cards that are great for this. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may put a 1/1 counter on Rockslide Elemental. That's kind of interesting. Might be good in Grumgully. Cinder Elemental. Sacrifice it, deals X damage to target creature or player. Could be good. Fireball on a stick. By fireball on a stick, I mean fireball with legs. That's the word we use here. Alright, what else we got here? Bang Chuckers, flip a coin? Hell yeah. Bang Chuckers absolutely go into Buzzbark. Is this your entire collection? I thought you had like the biggest collection in the base Lure squad. Oh no. No. I keep singleton of everything. What else we got here? A lot of gobos. Why do you want your friends to die on Christmas? Well, I mean, I figured, whoa, God. I figured they've lived a pretty good life. Yeah? Village Messenger for Mean and Den, Low Hasty Boy? Yeah, it just doesn't fit with the theme, though. You know what I'm saying? Skargan Firebird. Undying is the opposite of what we want. Goblin Assassin. Whenever Goblin Assassin or another goblin comes to play, each player flips a coin. Each player whose coin comes up tails sacrifices a creature. It's another goblin, and there's like multiple goblins spread throughout. Oh! See, I told you. Red is where it's going to show up for Buzzbark. God, this is going to be so wild. Oh, I'm really excited for this, friends. Yeah, they're not going to be the best decks. They're going to be fun decks. Devouring Hellion, you may sack any number of creatures or planeswalkers. If you do, they enter with twice that many counters on it? Sure. Sack a forest to add 3 mana of either red or green. Good old Orcish Lumberjack. Alright. These cards very good. The Brothers Yamazaki. Could I put both of them in? Could anybody tell me no? Could anybody really stop me if I wanted to do that? Storming out now. Alright. We're through the baby stuff. I don't want these. Now it's time for the rares. Alright. This playlist is legit. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright, Torian Mauler. It's kind of a Hydra. Oh god, do we put Hellrider in Grumgully? That seems like it'd be pretty good. Put in Bingle Bang Bang? Bingle Bang Bang. God, Vexing Devil. Torian Mauler, but not Mana George? Mana George is in here already. What you talking about? Can you quickly recap for me the uncards in Buzzbark? Sure. I'm just gonna name them though, if that's cool. Strategy, Schmategy. We got a bunch of test cards up in there, like Tybalt the Chaotic and Interplanar Bushwag. We have a Falling Star, Hydra Doodle, as luck would have it, Hammer Helper, Kark, Slither Thumb, Box of Free Range Goblins, Paniac, Hammer Jammer, Steel Squirrel, Slaying Mantis, Ground Pounder, Chittering Doom, Free Range Chicken, Goblin Bowling Team. Boom. I know I mentioned my 4-color cycling EDH deck. Did you want to see it? I would love to see it. I probably won't be able to look at it today. But I'm always down to see cool new things, for sure. God, I love this Bone Crusher Giant art. These cards are so pretty. They're so pretty. Nothing here so far. Stalking Vengeance. Let's sacrifice. We need sacrifice engines too right now. What else we got here? Whenever Dream Pillager deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Until that, you may cast non-exiled cards this way. That could actually be interesting in Buzzbark. Squee goes into Grumgully. Do you have a Blasting Station? I do not. But that's probably a card that we... Let's add Blasting Station to the pile. I think it needs to be there. We do have... Altar of Phyrexia, which is, like, good for that. It's kind of the same thing that we're doing. But, I mean, redundancy is important, I think, in Commander decks. Goblin Kaboomist. Put a colorless artifact, landmine onto the battlefield. Yeah, Goblin Kaboomist into Old Buzzbark. Hostility. If you spell you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage and put elementals. Oh my god, play Hostility, and then any of the dice that are going to deal damage are instead going to come in as elementals. Elemental shamans. That's actually pretty tight. Yeah, right. That's fun. I kind of like Captivating Crew and maybe not Jeering Instigator, but Captivating Crew stealing opponents' creatures and shit. Chaos. Sweet, sweet chaos. Do you have a Flame Shadow Conjuring? I definitely do. We're getting there slowly. All right, chat. Here's the question. Does Buzzbark get Kiki Jiki? Do we put Splinter Twin into Kiki Jiki? Or into Buzzbark? Oh my god. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's not random or chaotic? Ugh, I don't know. The dice just flying everywhere? Listen, there's no way to really tutor for both. This deck, each of these decks has something, like, that can do, like, so Grumgully can go infinite. Buzzbark could go technically infinite there, too. Rasheen, I don't think Rasheen has a way to quite do that. And Mina and Den don't quite have a way to do it. Buzzbark will be a permanent when the damage is dealt, not a spell reposting, because... Oh, okay. Oh, maybe then not Hostility. Alright. I think we should put it in. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Oh, dear. Oh, Rowdy Crew? Oh, you better believe that's in Buzzbark. Alright. Now, Imperial Recruiter could tutor for Kiki Jiki. Oh, yeah, right. Helix Pinnacle could just make, Rasheen win. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Oh, did I miss like... Oh, I missed like half of my rares. Whoops. Thought it seemed pretty small. Poop. Vexing Shusher. Ooh, Thunderblast. That goes in Grumgully. Godo. How you've ruined Commander. Oh, Earthquake. Yeah, alright. Inquisitor Gaia, thank you so much for 5 months saying, hey, Ben. Thank you so much. And Type 1 with 1,000 bits saying, Merry Christmas, Ben. Merry Christmas to you, too. Happy holidays, friend. Thank you. Actually, Magma is fun with Grumgully. Ashling. Ashling's a board wipe for Grumgully. Sort of. Let's do that. Volcano Hellion has Echo X, where X is your life total. It deals deals an amount of damage of your choice to both you and target creature. Volcano Hellion with hostility sounds like, or Grumgully could do it to the nest. Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a million bees happen. Heartpiercer Manicore is actually great in this. Heartless Hidetsugu. That seems kind of not fun. I was thinking about Buzzbark, but... we've got all those ones, except for Willing Test Subject that you've mentioned, DJ Alternative. We have most of those ones. Alright, these are all pretty meh. Ooh, fell it into the third path for Buzz. I mean, just like to keep getting him back out over and over. It's not a bad idea. Ooh, Amplifier, yeah. Crouch to the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. It just keeps getting bigger. Mages of the Wheel? Oh, you betcha. Ooh. Who gets Torbran? Alright, good night, Titan. Sleep well, buddy. Goblin Guide, Eidolon, Mages of the Moon. Dark Dweller is a sack outlet. Sharpshooter, there we go. Well, the lands will be... Yeah. Maybe nobody gets Torbran. I don't think these are actually Torbran decks. Alright. Almost through, chat. Planeswalkers. Here we go. Tybalt's going on into Buzzbark. I think the rest of these are actually wholly this could go into Grumgully, but I think that's fine. I think just that one. Buzz needs every Tybalt, but this is a slot that could be used for something so much better, you know? That's a good point, Linear. Yeah. That's true. You know what? There. All three Tybalts are now in the deck. We can always cut it later. Yeah. Goblin Bombardment, for sure. Oh, fucking Goblin Kite. This card is so funny. So it's 1 and a red for an enchantment. 1 red. Target creature you control, which cannot have a toughness greater than 2, gains flying until end of turn. Other effects may later be used to increase the creature's toughness. At the end of turn, flip a coin. Opponent calls for heads or tails while the coin is in the air. If the flip ends up in the opponent's favor, you bury that creature. So it's jump with downside. Oh man, old Goblin cards are so funny. Oh man. Alright, so we're in enchantments still. That card is so jank, I love it. We'll probably throw it in. Alright. Somebody might actually want Flame of Keld. Price of Glory. Whenever a player taps a land for mana during another player's turn to destroy that land. Whenever enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, that spell or ability's controller gains control of... Fuck. God, red is my favorite color, but sometimes these chaos cards... Okay, let me take another crack at this. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, that spell or ability's controller gains control of enchanted creature. So basically, you enchant a creature, and whenever you target that creature with a spell, you take control of it. This actually does work with Old Buzzbark. You enchant a Hydra and you play Old Buzzbark and some of the damage hits it. And then you steal the creature. Yeah, alright. Maybe that makes it in. We could put Curse of the Nightly Hunt into Old Buzzbark, forcing people to attack. Does Buzzbark not target? Right, I guess it's because it's random, it's not a target. Alright. Got me again, Twitch chat. Somebody could take Pyrohemia. Alright, rare enchantments. I mean... Probably... Frenzy for Buzzbark, Fires for Mina. It seems pretty good. Curse of Bloodletting. If a source would deal damage to enchanted player, deals double that damage instead. Could be good. Now we're in it. Alright, Guild Feud. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent reveals the top 3 cards of his or her library. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent reveals the top 3 cards of his or her library, may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, then the rest to their graveyard. You do the same with the top 3 cards of your library. If 2 creatures are put this way into the battlefield, they fight each other. That's fair. Alright, not in the spirit of it. Good call. We'll take out that. What do you think about Guild Feud? I feel like there's going to be a lot of enchantments in Buzzbark. I'm going to put that off to the side. Mirror March, absolutely in Buzzbark, like 100%. Tectonic Reformation is gonna go in there. Outpost Siege goes in Grimgully. Ashling's Prerogative. Choose when it comes into... Alright, if you haven't heard of it, it's a 1 and a red for an enchantment. As Ashling's Prerogative comes into play, choose odd or even. Each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value has haste. Each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value... or without converted mana cost of the chosen value comes into play tapped. Could be chaosy. Seems fun. Do we put Scape Shift into Mina and Den? We haven't. Definitely could. There's Splinter Twin. And you know what, chat? I'm doing it. Bitter Feud. Form of Dragon. It's not a good idea. We should probably get Scape Shift. I don't actually have it. Let's put it in, team. There it is. Well, I mean, we have to, right? Do you have a Valakut? I don't. Let's put Scape Shift and Valakut into Mina. Then that's another big, powerful win con. All right. So, for anybody who's not familiar with Possibility Storm, 3 red enchantment. When a player casts a spell from their hand, that player exiles it, then exiles the top card of their library until they exile a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put all the cards exiled this way on the bottom in a random order. Do you want to put Dictate of the Twin Gods in Buzzy? Sure, why not? All the damage from Buzzies gets doubled. Flame Shadow Conjuring could also go in Buzzy. We don't have a ton of creatures in Buzzy, worth noting. Or is that a Rosh? I guess, yeah, we make a copy of the Hydras. Alright. Let me get some card draw going on in here, too. Alright, well, Faithless Looting and Wild Guess into Buzzbark. I was gonna say, I don't think they work with... I was wondering if copies work with Hydras. I don't know. I'm gonna keep this over here. We'll see if we put it somewhere else. Act of Treason? That's pretty good. Plunder Yamabushi Storm. Is Tormenting Voice? Yeah, I guess it's better. Wild Guess. That's fair. Earthquake? I think we already put it in. Which art do we like better, the champion one or the old weird white border? Oh, there we go. Speaking of old white border, Ka-chow. We'll give a Faithless Looting over there too. All right, I'll do the champ. All right, that was the commons. We're almost there, team. Holy moly, this has been an endeavor. Yo, yeah. Chain, Lightning, and Buzzy. Everybody's got access to red. Oh, perfect. Guess we could put Blaze in there too. Mana Geyser for Rosh, eh? Yeah, maybe. Squirrel Earl, thank you so much for 2 years of support. I really appreciate it, friend. And Gunner with 4 months saying, oh, hey, a button. Thanks, friend. Welcome back. Welcome back to both of you. There's Conflag, I guess, for Rasheen. Mana Geyser for Rosh is in the last pile? Is it just a ramp spell? I'm just trying to think Mana Geyser off the top of my head. Mana Geyser. Yeah. For each tapped land your opponent controls. Sure. This case may be a use case for why we don't have lurid deck building streams. Ouch. That's awfully rude. Alright. Oh, Devil's Play for sure, Z's. Hellion Eruption. I mean, could be interesting with Grim Gully. Mostly just the time? Oh, you mean like it's a little bit too late? Yeah. Oh, for sure. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was not taking it in a it was not eating me up inside. Oh, we got to do the better looking Devil's Play though. Mana Geyser works because it's tapped lands your opponents control. Also, we'd have a card reader too, yeah, which would be really nice. We could throw Ironcrag Feet in there. Ooh, gamble. You gotta dive into the scramble. I mean, bloop. Blasphemous Act. I think we put that in Grim Gully. Incite Rebellion. For each player, Incite Rebellion deals damage to that player and each creature that player controls equal to the number of creatures they control. Buzzbark. Oh, Mass Mutiny. Oh, chat, do we do it? Smashton, you're such a bad influence. Can't recognize the cards? Sorry, it's Warp World. All right. Let's do it. What else we got here? Ah, there it is. We were wondering if we were going to get there, and indeed we are. Goblin Game. We do. That's true. With Test Tib, we already have access to that. Oh, Anger of the Gods would actually not be bad. I'm going to put that in Rasheen. All right. Finally, the instance. Popping on through here. I don't think we need any of these single target removal ones. Though, I'd love to throw Thrill of Possibility somewhere. Let's put that in Grum Gully. We need some card draw. Lightning Bolt in every deck? I don't think I've got enough. Garbage Fire. Garbage Fire. Artillerize could be good here. I think we've got better options though. It's for, yeah, it's kind of oops all Gruul. It's red and green for the colors of Christmas. For Friday Night Paper Fight. For the holy days. Dogpile deals damage to, right, okay. Battle Hymn could be interesting with Grum Gully. Again, I'm trying not to make it like a super go wide deck necessarily. Great name, yeah, it really is a draft only card. But I have a couple of these draft only cards just because for like cube making and stuff. It's kind of the idea anyway. If I had the different copies of Garbage Elemental, yeah. Price of Progress, eh. We are gonna need removal in people's shit though. So I gotta... Temporary Insanity. Untap target creature with power. Right, okay, it's another Steely card. Everybody gets a Garbage Elemental, yeah. Lightning Axe. Not too many like super duper cards here. Chain of Plasma though. Yeah, Chain of Plasma. Chain of Plasma. Oh man, the Buzzbark deck, I don't know if it'll win, but it's certainly gonna be a blast. Mages Contest? Mages Contest is 1 red for an instant. You and target spell's opponent bid life. You start the bidding with a high bid of 1. In turn order, each player may top the high bid. The bidding ends when the high bid stands. The highest bidder loses life equal to the highest bid, and if you win the bidding, you counter that spell. Electro Dominance for Roshin? Yeah, that makes sense. Probably Magma Quake as well. Increasing Vengeance could be interesting. Somebody should get Ancient Grudge to deal with Grumgully's artifacts and shit. I don't know. Let's give it to Mina and Den. There is Fall of the Titans as well as Commune with Lava. These are both cards that we could pop in here. Probably Commune with Lava at least. I just launched that card. Whoopsie doopsie. Fall of the Titans I think is pretty mediocre. Yeah, we've already got Grumgully. Grumgully's already got that. But you know what Roshin needs is a Comet Storm. Got that nice one too. Oh yeah. Okay, and last but not least, I totally forgot. There's a couple things. First off, well, somebody's got to get a copy of... No, you know what? I want this to happen, but I'm going to say that it's just going to cause Paul issues trying to find the art for it. But just know that I've got this, and I want to put it in. And I think it's probably better not to... As much as you know that I like to rock the boat, I don't want to put any of my friends in an uncomfortable position. What is it? So this is a card that was designed by a very, very talented individual called ALK Alters. And it's a planeswalker called Defiant Couple. It's 3 red and a green, and it's got Chandra and Nissa on it. And it's just they made their own card. They were at Magic or Command Fest this last weekend, and I got a copy of it from them. It's very, very good. I got them to sign it. It came with an altered version of Rashmi, who's going to be a very future commander deck for sure. I think at some point. But I also, you know what, I mean, on this channel we are all about supporting everyone, but I don't want to put my friends in a really uncomfortable position if they don't feel comfortable with that. Can you read the abilities out? Yeah, sure. +2, it's 4 loyalty, +2, create 2 1/1 red and green elemental creature tokens with haste. -3, untap up to 3 target lands, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn, and you may play an additional land this turn. And -7, you gain an emblem, which is red-green. You gain an emblem with red-green, the hybrid grow mana. Discard a land card, return a non-land card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah. So anyways, let's this is from the Ilharg deck, which kicked ass this weekend. I think there's a couple of cards that Wheel of Fate should go in there. I think we've got another Gamble. Let's put that in. Gamble's great. Let's put it in Mina and Den. Conjurer's Closet, I think, could be a lot of fun in old Buzzbark. I think FT or I think Cavalier of Flame is actually probably pretty nutso. In sorry, these probably don't look great with the light. Cavalier of Flame is probably actually really good in Mina. Somebody should probably get Chandra. Ooh, Thran Dynamo. Let's give that to Rasheen. Oh, Koth. Yeah, I mean that goes straight into Mina and Den. Fling goes into Grumgully. I think Zealous Conscripts goes into Old Buzzbark. Sunbird's Invocation in Old Buzzbark could be fun too. Dockside Extortionist. I don't know. Where do you think Dockside Extortionist should go? Warstorm Surge and Grumgully? I think Grumgully wants more impact tremors. But I mean, you can't. I mean, I don't actually have an impact tremors. But I agree. I lost it though. Ah, Grenzo and Old Buzzbark. I think. I think that's basically it. I'm looking for... Sorry. Where is... I know you saw it. You saw it, I saw it. There, sure. Throw Extortionist and Buzzy? You got it. How about that? Alright, so that's that. I just wanted to pull out any cards from Ilharg that might work here. And then there are two decks that both have green. I don't even know if we're gonna get to build today, chat. This might have just been me slowly grabbing cards kind of a thing. Here, let's just try to make our way through here. This is a Turbo Fog Cruffix deck that I was rocking that is super good. It just makes the games last way too long. Like, stupidly long. And it was not what I want to be doing, frankly. Arachnogenesis could be fun in Grumgully. Even so, great low-key stream. Yeah, I'm glad y'all had fun. Let's put a Llanowar Elves and Old Buzzbark. And an E-Witness, actually. Somebody needs Seedborn Muse. Alright, chat, you've seen what we've been doing. Oh, there's another sad robot. And a Finhorn Elves. Who's getting Seedborn Muse? Oh, I don't think Buzzbark has Llanowar Elves. We don't really have a twin target? I mean, there's Buzzbark, I guess, but he destroys himself. Nobody needs Seedborn Muse. Somebody should have it. And then finally, I have this Carador Pod deck. There's another sad robot. Mana Crypt. Swaggy Thraggy. Another Burbs. Worldly Tutor. Cavalier of Thorns. Sylvan Library, another Elder, and another Steve. Yeah, no, I know. Kiki's non-legendary, so it wouldn't work. But we'll think about it. I'm gonna put in Pattern of Rebirth there. Like, I mean, there's Wormcoil, there's Court of Calling, Dryad Arbor, Scoos. Findhorn Elves. There it is. All right. Whatever deck Surge is playing, this is going into it. Another Rex Sage, Bane of Progress. Another E-Witness. And there. Okay. I was just taking out the important cards. Dryad Arbor is definitely going into Mina and Den. Put Hovermere in Surge's deck. I'm kind of met on Arachnogenesis. We'll put Eternal Witness in Rasheen. Skoos can go in... Skoos kind of hoses Grumgully, so I don't want to do that to anyone. I don't know if everyone's gotten a Steve. Maybe Rasheen hasn't. Yes, Surge is going to get the Kitchen Finks. Right, we have conscripts. I don't think Buzzbark got a bop. Or Sad Robots. I'll put Seedborn Muse into Mina and Den. I think it needs a little bit more power. Somebody needs to get that. Swaggy goes in Grumgully. Cavalier goes there. I'm trying to balance the power levels here. I think no one gets Sylvan Library. And I don't know. Let's give Rasheen Worldly Tutor. Cord and Rasheen? Right, yes. Because X spells. And Pattern of Rebirth in Grumgully. There. And I don't know. Bane of Progress. Because Buzzbark hates fun. There we go. Or Buzzbark's all about fun, but says, hold on. You can't be doing that. In my house? There. Okay. We've done it. We've pulled out everything. Brutalizer Exarch. I don't know. Grumgully. No holiday cards yet. But we're going to leave some room. Technically, we haven't done lands. Shit, right. Okay, what time is it? It is now midnight, which is when I'm supposed to end this. But that's okay. Here's what we're gonna do. It's likely the Surge wants to play lands. Alright. I think this goes away. Alright, here's Buzzbark's mess of things. So let's quickly build it. And then we'll call it a stream. Because there's still 170 you for whatever reason. And you're putting up with my late night shit. So, let's do it. Sorry. Try not to burp in there. What are you talking about? It's 4 in the afternoon? Well, there you go. All right, so what I like to do is pick the must cards, the cards that I'm most excited about, and then we add more. All right? Mesmerized by this sweet playmat? Oh, yeah. All right, and hold on. We need to do a little ASMR break for people. There you go. All right. So let's go through and add the cards that I'm absolutely upset. We absolutely want to include. So, we got Goblin Bowling Team. This free range chicken. Look at this free range chicken. Chittering Doom. Ground Pounder. Slaying Mantis. This Squirrel. Hammer Jammer. Paniac. Box of free-ranged goblins. Can you imagine possibilities storming into Warp World? Stop. I can only get so excited. Alright, Hydra Doodle. Falling Star, absolutely. Harmonize, yeah. This Minotaur, what pings people for fun? Yeah. Standard's really different these days? You better believe it. Strategy, smategy, yeah. Interplanar Bushwag, yeah. Tybalt the Chaotic, yeah. Hull Breach, sure. Bloodthirsty Blade, I think that's fun. Chaos Wand. All I want in life is to see people hiding things on Friday Night Paper Fight from a Goblin game. Yeah. I think Mimic Vat will go great in here. All right, let's put in Mystic and Steve, some Greaves, Cultivate. I don't think Uvenwald Tracker's actually that good here. I really like Life and Limb. Like everybody's forests becoming saprolings and therefore being able to be destroyed. I think that sounds quite fun. Goblin Bang Chuckers. This is Uvenwald Tracker, but Tireless Tracker is a different card. Goblin Assassin. Goblin Kaboomist. So there's plenty of creatures to make copies of. Captivating Crew. A lot of 4-drops. Plenty of creatures for us to copy. Rowdy Crew. Tybalt. Magus of the Wheel. Mirror March. Splinter Twin. Possibility Storm. Ashling's Prerogative. Let's get some card drop in here. There's a Chain Lightning. Faithless Looting, Tormenting Voice. Incite Rebellion. This is where all the creatures deal damage to each other. Gamble. Y'all, this deck seems sweet. This is the one I want to play. But I understand the chat really wants to see Adam pilot the Chaos deck. And I'm alright with that. Goblin Game. The Wheel of Fate is turning. Embrace the Chouse. Do Kiki and Twin go together in the same deck? I mean, we could split it up. We could certainly put Twin in, I don't know, Grumgully if we wanted to. As like a sack outlet. Let's put it off to the side. We'll put a Bop in there. Ugh, I'm gonna take that sleeve off so it's not blinding everybody. There you go. Bop! We said we're putting all Tibbers in here, so we'll put all the Tibbers in here. I really like Mage's Contest for the one counter spell. Grenzo Havoc Razor seems like it'd be pretty good. Hey, Coffee Cat Railway. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. Dockside Extortionist. Some Llanowar Elves. E-Witness to help out on our curve. I don't know. Sure. Experimental Frenzy. Sad Robot. We're like 4-drop tribal though. Sorry. Should be doing everything on camera. I cast Crater Hoof. I bid 39 life to stop it. Alright, so this is kind of what we're looking at for this Chouse deck. And, I gotta level with you. It's pretty spicy. Now, I want to keep some slots open so we can do holiday cards. That being said, this deck already has infinitely more of the fun random cards than the other decks. So we want to keep it nice and fair. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. I mean, very close. Very close. So 58. I think this is a deck that wants to run about 34 lands, if that. So we'll add 8 more cards and color square. I think Zealous Conscripts will be great in this deck. Sunbird's Invocation will be funny in this deck. That's 2, 3, Dictate of the Twin Gods. The Great Aurora. That was what? 1, 2. How many have I added? Help me, chat. Lignify is removal. Ramp, Command Sphere, Hedron Archive, Pyxis of Pandemonium. And maybe Seal just to deal with some artifacts, or artifacts and enchantments. Sunbirds is a non-bow with Possibility Storm. Very true. Alright, I think that's it. Right, we didn't also count Buzzbark. We'll do the Ox thing too, why not? And this deck wins, I don't know, by frugging around. But I think that's it. Let me just double check here. I'm gonna put it all up in here. Yeah, Kiki Jiki and conscripts. Seems like a fine way to do it. Yeah. Steal what's yours is mine. Slaying Mantis too. Why on earth would we need a win condition in that deck? Very true. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 63, 64, 65, 67, 68. Oh god, I added too many. 68. Let's lose. Oh dear. Experimental Frenzy is actually super meh, I think. And I don't know, Seal of Primordium. 2 exciting cards. There we go. Boom. Deck is done. I think, yeah, so there's obviously cool chaos cards that we could throw in, but this deck already has most of the random shenanigans, so I think as it is, it's fine. And I'm gonna add lands and all that kind of jazz, which we can do, I think, later. But what I would love is, do you have that list on you? Yon Lance? And then what we can do is, I would love to hear if you have a suggestion for a card. Let's get it on this list right now. And then that way, I know what to add to our list here for cards that I'm gonna need. So we're gonna go back to bloop. Feldon of the Third Path? Did we want... So, Feldon for what? You know? I'm curious what, like, so Felden makes copies of the creatures that are in our graveyard. But throwing Buzzbark in the graveyard, I think, sounds really sketchy. You know? Kiki, yeah, I mean, I think there's options for sure. So specifically, sorry, I should mention, cards that, all right, let's go. Gonna make a little notepad here. All right. Reap the Past, Borborygmos, Fruitcake Elemental, Yule Ooze, Holiday Cards, Willing Test Subject, Scapeshift, and Valakut. Yeah. Blasting Station. Yeah. Let's look at random unset cards and whatnot. That's the kind of things I want. World Gorger Dragon for Buzzbark to make infinite mana with Kiki-Jiki and Magical Christmas Land. Right. Yeah. City of Ass? Sure. Right, the armchair. Yeah, let's get the armchair. Why not, right? Any other really, really fun cards before we color a stream? Let's see. Holiday MTG cards we've already popped in. Would you be willing to build a contraption deck? Not for this one, I think. It's just too much. It's just too much, I think, on there. Yes, I will add a singleton lands for Buzzbark. Cheaty Face is on the list. What happens if you cast an infinite X Buzzbark? You have to throw the dice from an infinite distance. You have to get infinitely high. All right, I'm gonna take a look at these and build these last couple ones at another point. But that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and this is great that I was able to do this. It definitely cut my work in half. In terms of like the what I gotta do, because now that I've got the cards, I just gotta make cuts. Yeah, that made things much easier. Dr. Carson, thank you so much for 18 months. Really appreciate it. Rock Pusher with 30 months saying quiet time with Ben. This is nice after spending spoons, having fun at work holiday. Hey, well, I hope you had a fun time there. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. And Cabbage Boy with 100 bits saying, thanks for the company while I sort in my entire collection. There was a question that, thank you for those bits. I just use the boxes. Ugh. This is basically all my monocolored shit. But it is getting too small. So I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit and figure out something new. But thank you to everybody for all the subs and resubs and gift subs. It really means the world to me. I'm gonna be back at this exact same time tomorrow, maybe playing some Pokemon, who knows, doing whatever. These are really like, because actually I'm gonna put an asterisk on tomorrow's stream. It depends on how long the finale of Betrayal Legacy goes, because that could end up being a really long one. So we'll see what happens, but I will make sure to let you all know. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm very sleepy, and if it's bedtime for you all, I hope you have terrific dreams and stuff. And if it's a day for you, because I know it's actually daytimes for all of y'all, or for a good chunk of y'all, then I hope you have a great day. Happy Thursday. But yeah, bedtime for me. Good night, everybody. Sleep well, and again, thank you for being here. Bye.